but some of the people that piss me off that I'm competing with in inverted commas, I'm not willing to do what they do.
Huh?
So khona umjida mhlawumbe udlalile bafana and mangimbuka nyanyanya ngidlenja le lo kadi bafana lo and I'm like I'm better than this. So uzodlala idisc idisc angithandi. So I have that. I don't know what it's called.
Nah,
I'll try to look it up.
That's a useless competitive trait. You think you faster than Usain Bolt, but you don't want to race.
I'll use an easier example, podcasting. Yeah. I don't like that podcaster. I think I could do better than them. It's like, do it. It's like, no, I don't do those type of podcasts.
But if I wanted to.
Something like that. It's hate.
It's not hate. No. It's no. Once you say I'm better than, for me it's not it's a challenge.
Do it. Get in the ring.
I don't want to do it.
It's like what
but I could.
It's like what you posted in your WhatsApp. It's what you posted on your WhatsApp. Be in the ring. Don't be a spectator.
No, I'm not hating.
No, be in the fucking ring. You're a fucking hater.
No, I'm not.
You're a hater, my boy.
I'm just saying. So everything I don't like, that means I hate. Wait, it's a question. If I don't like something, like let's say wrestling. Hey, bro, do you watch wrestling? It's not my cup of tea. Are you a hater?
No, I mean, I'm sure Booker T, but there's an Angtani wrestling.
Yeah, I'm sure. Charlie is Booker T. It's like I'm Kathleen. It's hard. It's hard.
Are you rolling?
Roll scope. I don't think it's hating.
It is.
I don't think it's hating. I think hating is when you are negative for no reason.
This is how the episode's gonna start.
No, man, it's not. It's hating, dog.
This is gonna get chopped out.
I guess.
Because Debs is here.
Whatever point you guys wanna start it.
Who gets to decide that? Is it not the editor?
Decide that?
Yeah, MK decides when to wait.
So this could have been
MK starts it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
MK, that's what Morton.
Shout out MK, it's his birthday, must ne?
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, but he could have been here on his birthday cast, ne?
I just wanted to shout out.
Want to shout out?
Juneteenth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Shout out, bro. Shout out, MK. Editor, producer. He's the guy behind everything you're seeing. Not the...
The producer.
The producer. Who produced MK?
No, I'm talking about the gentleman at the back there is the producer.
Which gentleman?
Okay, the gentle lady. The gentle human.
The intersex. The hermaphrodite.
Why do you guys want sponsors? Is like my question. Why would you want sponsors? Nibolile.
Sorry guys, please.
Like you guys want to start a podcast about porn, witchcraft. Message guys, if you want to sponsor this channel,
please can you sponsor
I think
us,
guys? Hey guys, we're looking for sponsors. Hey, and then don't fucking people, man. What?
If any of the banks,
what the fuck?
If any of the banks or the telcos, if they want to sponsor,
we're looking for financial services.
You know.
Hey, and then I'm sure it yeah. Kona le chair le Pretoria.
Yeah.
And you're like, no one's gonna sponsor that.
Chambers.
You should net Durex is like, no, we don't.
This episode is proudly sponsored by. Guys, man. Oh, guys, that's the mal. Oh, not just
Mlotshwa always keeps on saying, we need to tell people that they must sponsor us.
No, don't.
Yes, do.
Oh, donate.
Donate. Yeah.
No sponsor.
Nah, they can't sponsor.
Why can't they sponsor?
What you just said right now
This
makes sense.
podcast is rubbish.
What happens
Who
if...
starts a podcast and says, I'm here for what one? You just said that now.
Yeah, about that media training thing. I think MacG got sued for a transphobic slur or some mention.
By who?
So you must watch.
By the
I don't know. I don't know who sued him. Or who raised it as a concern.
Yeah.
No, you're lying.
It trans union.
Transformative unions.
Apologize to the audience. People said you were wrong on the dead review. Don't apologize. Just add a disclaimer.
Who's the people?
You don't have to read it. You can just be like, guys, I'm not a registered financial advisor. What I shared was my opinion based on what I know.
The episode Then over.
Lo othenge wrong.
Where you spoke about the dead stuff.
I think I dawanga that day.
Oh, it was the day what Tagi.
The thing
Well, you
Tagi.
kept on telling us about I've got a
Why
someone at the door.
wenulana,
There's someone at the door.
Why wenula?
Oh, good. I was sorry.
Why wenulana? Angithi ngiyasichomela ngithi.
You must apologize for the.
He doesn't have to apologize. He can just add a disclaimer.
Okay.
But apologize for the drinking.
I am not no, I did apologize. I did apologize.
Separately.
I did. No, I did
On another episode.
Producer, did I not apologize?
Of his content. We took out an hour of his content.
Guys, I apologize. The people, no, stop lying. I did apologize. I'm not gonna apologize again.
You can take off your mic and leave.
Yeah, go, bro. Go.
I want to hear him apologize.
I'm not going to apologize. What? No, I'm going
But
to
why
add
must
the
he apologize
disclaimer,
to
but I'm
you?
not
I wanna
apologizing.
hear it.
No,
You can leave.
I'm putting a disclaimer.
You
Guys,
can apologize to the audience that you're leaving.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
guys,
you're so
I'm
rude.
sorry.
You've got a work
I've
commitment.
got some work that I need to do. I'm so sorry. Yabo.
Thank you.
Supposed to be here. Thank you.
So the views on this channel is mine and mine
You
alone.
switched it off before saying come to God.
The views on this channel is mine and mine alone. These are my opinions. These are my thoughts. Nina enfuna ukuzihenga okwenu lokho.
I switched off the mic. Will I?
Oh, can you join us, producer?
Wait,
On the chat today?
on screen?
No, on the mic.
Yeah, if I feel I can add.
It's not about feel. I'm going to be engaging you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, producer. But you must use your voice. But this voice sounds
An upgrade from Utebza. Thank you so much.
This
You
voice
don't have a
sounds
mic.
awfully-
You don't have a mic. Please
Yeah.
keep quiet.
Because I
Thanda
ngifuna ukuyirecorda khona nizoposta but silinde ukuthi uhambe wena kuqala.
Apologize for the
I just said a disclaimer.
The disclaimer is I'm not a registered financial
No. The disclaimer.
advisor.
No.
Therefore, whatever I-
disclaimer in. Disclaimer in. Disclaimer ukuthi the views on this podcast is mine and mine alone. It is
Mine
not
and mine alone.
Yes.
It's not just your views on this
My views.
platform.
my views on this podcast. Ngicela my views. My views.
I wouldn't come to God before him.
Come to God. Hayi ngeke Come to God. He will cut him. Eat him,
Why are you saying like that? Speak properly.
Yikho bazosikhethisha guys sicela nama sponsor. We'll clean up our act. Ngiyabona ngishaye is Steve Urkel. So we'll clean up our acts.
Tupac has got a picture with glasses like that.
Yabona. Ngeke sathuka inhlamba. We won't talk about zonke lezi zinto is wrong man guys. Cela ama banki, cela ama retail, ama fast food ni sponsorishe guys. So right.
Hello, Penson.
Hello Penuel.
We gaan het
we're not doing a pen and pen.
Nee, dis nie pen en pen.
Why can't we do it?
Nee, dis nie 'n pen en pen podcast nie.
Afro forum asseblief.
Afri.
Bella.
Dis Afri.
Afri.
Ja,
Nie afro.
nie afro.
Oh, afro is the
Afro is vir die
Vir die swart
dis die
tikkies.
keihare. Ek kan nie die woord sê nie.
die KR.
Dis 'n afro.
That's the afro. Afri.
En afrotainment.
Afri forum. Asseblief tog. Kan julle asseblief ons sponsoreer
Om te sponsor in Afrikaans is om te borg.
om te borg.
Borg, ja.
Ek kan my nie by jy nou bodla.
Ja, die tal is nie vir mense soos jy nie. So you don't have to worry about
Mense soos
hoe dit klink.
wie? Borg. That's not a real word.
Ek's baie hartseer. Nee, net so 'n bietjie hartseer en treurig
En treurig.
dat skole rugby
Is
by die einde is. Baie van die skole het verlede week hulle laaste wedstryde gespeel. Maar
Rarig.
sommige van die Afrikaanse skole,
What's happening?
Ons praat Afrikaans, meneer.
Ja.
Meneer produce, nie produce in Afrikaans.
ek weet nie.
Produseer. Ons praat Afrikaans, meneer produseer.
Angizwa
Kan jy join us? Ons.
mina kade ngifundisa
Ons expand ons audience na die Kaapse mense.
Om die klerings. Hè? Jy word 'n klering.
Ja, kleerlinge.
Om ons ho-
En die
te
wit
hoor.
mense wat Afrikaans praat,
Ja.
daar gaan jy jou borge kry. Groot geld.
Groot geld.
Baie geld.
En die potong.
'n Lekker willeklabber, 'n lekker klippies.
Ja.
Hulle gaan sê, "Ja, daai podcast is lekker hoor."
Hulle sê, praat mooi Afrikaans.
Daardie swart seuns, hulle praat lekker Afrikaans.
Seentjies.
Hulle praat suiwer Afrikaans.
Ja.
So mooi. Waar het jy skool toe gegaan, Penson?
Hoërskool Newcastle, meneer.
Ja, ek's net so 'n bietjie treurig man. Kyk, volgende kwartaal, die derde kwartaal is daar net so
Bietjie of rugby.
'n bietjie rugby. Daar is like a few wedstryde. Noordval, sommige van die Afrikaanse skole, Gauteng, Mpumalanga.
Wat is noodval?
Dis 'n toernooi. Is dit 'n toernooi? Dis 'n liga. Dis 'n liga / toernooi. Wat sommige van die Afrikaanse skole bywoon is attend now that they are part of.
Waar is die toernooi?
Nou, hulle speel by die skole. Maar daar's 'n semifinaal, 'n finaal. Ek dink dis meer belangrik as die normal.
Normaal.
Ja, die normale seisoenwedstryde. Say it in English and I'll translate.
Ngizosho mina ngesibhunu. On die 20ste van Junie,
Ja,
St. Stadions en St. John's speel.
Derby.
Dis 'n groot derby. Groot wedstryd.
20 Junie. Oh, the private schools are not closed.
No. Nee. Nee, meneer, die privaat skole.
Privaat. I don't know if it's privaat skole.
It can't be privaat. Privaat.
Ek dink so.
Vaat.
It's not English, broer.
Privaat.
No, the V sound is a F. The W is a V. Privaat.
Privaat.
Ek dink so. Die private skole
Hulle is nie
op vakansie. Hulle is nie gesluit nie.
Hulle is besig om te leer.
Okay.
Hoe gaan dit, meneer? Gaan dit met u?
Ja, ek's alright. Dis
Meneer
winter.
producer?
Dis winter, net so 'n bietjie koud. But I think kom Julie, people are going to be seeing their palms. But besides that, nee, ek's alright.
Ngiyakothola mina. En lapha endlini khona ugogo, so i-heater ihlala on whole day.
Gas heater.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
I've
constantly replacing.
I've replaced it 3 times. 3 times.
Maybe a public service announcement and advice, which I normally give people because money is a problem.
Yeah.
Before you switch on the heater, go through the process.
Blanket.
Dress up warm,
Blanket.
still cold.
Blanket.
Still cold. Close the doors and then look into
Blanket. Chief.
this thing of just jumping to a heater but you're naked.
Blanket.
Abantu besimame love the heat.
Oh, Gogo boy. There's something about the gas, because we've also got le push umoya le ncanyana.
Yes.
Normally you put it in the room, you close the door.
Hey, that thing charges electricity.
So for me, this is how I use it. I'm not using it now, but normally I put it in the room, I close it for about 15 minutes or so.
To warm up the room.
It warms up the room, and then I close the when it's the same with like the electric blanket. Just put it on just to warm it up, and then you can drop it off. 24/7 or Gogo boy. And by godla fethu. So when uhleli lapha, you get no heat. Bashaya 2 bar and bahlala next to each other, ringing all day. Waze babe neimbali la. And I'm like, yes, these grannies. How do I tell them, Guti, it's 2:00 in the afternoon? Go outside to the sun, man. The Cocos don't play that, bro. The Cocos, don't play it. 3.
Deleted this post.
Today is what's of June? 10th, the 11th of June.
Yeah.
Today is the 11th, yeah.
Yeah. Today is the 11th.
The 11th of June is not significant for anything.
It is, because it's the opening ceremony of the Soccer World Cup. Bafana in Mexico. Redo the 2010 draw. With that being said, I've replaced it 3 times already on the 10th of June. Because of 2 individuals that will not be named.
What is it, 9 kgs?
Yeah.
You've replaced it 3 times
I've
since when?
refilled it.
Since when?
They started it like end of April. They've been smashing it.
Not bad.
Chief.
Yeah, I think it lasts, if you're chowing it all the time.
They chow it all day long.
Pause,
bro.
then it takes 2 weeks,
Yeah.
I think, for the gas to run
They
out.
chow it all as the day is long. They're in front of that, and then they hog the TV. They hog the TV. The one udlala AMAGENTS, China. The other one plays Golden Oldies or Precious Sledge.
China is Koreans. K-drama.
K-drama. So it goes from K-drama to that, and then to Coco Melon, and then K-drama to that to Coco Melon. And you're like, you know what? I can't live like this, man. And you start asking little silly questions with your grannies. Don't you guys want to walk and just stretch your legs?
You're not enjoying it.
I love it.
Oh, them being around.
Oh, I love it. This
And
food
watching
galore.
all that stuff.
No, I hate that.
I mean, I wouldn't manage.
No, I hate what they. No, I love having them around, of course, because there's perks, right? Like there's food galore, like and there's options of chows. And the one granny makes umtogo every morning, so I'll put it in my thing and I take it to work umtogo. And then the other granny wants to make like stews and what. So it's nice, man. It's filthy. I mean, to gain weight just being around them. But in terms of everything else, bro, I've got no say.
I can't
They
find this
bath,
thing.
but it giza. It's done. Baba. No, they don't shower. Grannies don't believe in showering.
Yeah.
But soka ebavini, boy. But soke ebavini. Yabona isevlon. Iphela in a week. But till isevlon, soak. Oh, coco. You can smell it through the door. Sevlon. Like, these grannies, they don't respect themselves. I'm telling you, bro. Nespray. Chief. It's like they're snorting lines of coke, bro.
Baita and Olympus.
Nespray, Sevlon, little things, man. Like I'll even look at the nappies with the little one. It finishes quick because they just every small thing they want to change it. Change like.
Let me see if I can paint a picture.
Talk to me.
I remember I got this guy's name and then I lost it. And I apologize, man. I'll post it somehow because I saw it on TikTok. But it's basically a breakdown of the cost of using heaters at a tariff of 3 Rand 50 per kilowatt hour based on 4 hours per day. And then it gives a monthly cost and it gives a cost per hour. And this gentleman, an Indian looking gentleman, gives 4 options.
Indian looking.
The fan heater / bar heater is the most expensive at 7 Rand per hour, 840 Rand per month. The infrared heater, Lena bar, 5 Rand 25 per hour, 630 Rand per month.
But those two warm up a room proper because we had those infrared ones at varsity. That thing you put it on for 10 minutes, you cut it's you
Let's
sweat
cool
it.
because it sucks moisture
Oh,
out
the
of the air.
standard ones. I thought you were talking about those info ones. There's those red looking
What is
fancy.
why are you pointing there?
Because they normally put them up in the sky, on the wall. You know what the ones I'm talking about?
It's the same one that you'd put on the floor.
Is it the same exact one?
It's the same
It's
thing,
a
yeah.
very different feeling though.
Mina ngathi bar heater.
Yes.
Bar heater.
Okay, maybe some people call it bar heater.
Anyways,
I separate them. But okay.
and then the oil filled heater.
Yeah.
The fin heater.
Foko, yeah.
4 Rand 20 per hour, 504 Rand per month. And then there's a wall panel heater.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those like tile looking.
Yeah,
It's flat against the wall.
Yeah.
Those ones are the most useless.
A week, 158 per hour,
no, those things must be
189 Rand per
10
month.
cents an hour.
But I want to say this. Abantu abazothenga ama-heater before you think Konebiza, just check the watts. Because my example about sebenzisile, the wall panel heater is 450 watts.
Yeah.
The oil heater Lema fin is 1,200. The bar heater is 1,500. And then the fan heater le yakhe encane le futhi umoya
Yeah.
is 2,800 watts.
You like, but if I come,
Those things chow electricity,
yeah,
man.
but I'm saying I'm looking at it like it's not a 4-hour chore. Whereas some of these heaters, let's take them for oil heater. Those ones they need to stay on for
Mele
a
uyivale
long time. You see,
ngothawula,
and they
imboza.
say don't bother it, but it's the only way I can actually make it.
Yeah.
So again, like for me, when they say 4 hours, that fan heater, if you're in a small room, bro, you will never have that thing for 4 hours.
So I don't feel that thing.
The fan heater,
Is anything popping on your side of life?
No, not much.
Not much.
Nah.
Usushatile.
No.
Ushata nini?
No. I think I'm gonna bypass.
Huh?
I'm gonna bypass that stage of life.
Have you decided, or it's still a thoughts in progress?
I've decided.
You're not getting married.
No.
When did you decide?
I think at the end of the year last year.
You and I were speaking about this weeks ago, and it seemed like you still weren't sure.
No. I was like, no, I'm good.
You're not getting married.
Yes. I think you don't remember.
Uzoba isima kanjani like uzoba wedwa. Uzoba into enjani nje? Uzoba ne life partner.
Uhlala umtshitha.
No, ngifuna ukubuza
Why you not
believe in a
get- why
life
you not
partner.
getting married?
Believe in life partner.
No, it's like the more you talk to people, it's like they also don't know why.
You're not religious.
No.
You're not cultural.
I wouldn't say I'm cultural, no.
Those are the two
Uzoba ne
things.
life partner.
Mina.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not holding myself to that, you know.
Uzoba ne
Eh,
partner.
ufuna ukubamba ama-peace job.
No.
Maten.
Mina, all I'm saying is that I don't know what's going to happen. Mhlambe ngahlangana nomuntu
Oh, mese niyashada.
Uyashada.
if it aligns, but yeah, I'm not putting that out there for myself anymore.
Hectic. Umndeni awufuni.
I want kids.
Okay.
That family that what
In
what
a
family?
nuclear family
Nuclear
unit.
family?
I'm
Right
not gonna
now,
put
right
that
right
out there
now.
for
Not
myself.
good tomorrow. Tomorrow things might change. We get
Ideally,
that
yes,
tomorrow.
man. Ideally, it would
With
be
that,
dope.
so right now with a life partner, which is
Not with the wife omshadile.
Yeah,
with the what's a yeah.
With usisi eniphilisana naye.
yeah,
Enizwana naye.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where you sit right now. When we shouldn't hold you to that if you decide to change it tomorrow.
I'm not gonna hold myself to that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you married?
No.
Are you planning to get married?
No. I believe in being a bachelor. No, I want to to these things, man. I think what we've done in society, and I've been having a lot of thoughts and cracking my brain around unlearning or scrutinizing certain belief systems that we grew up with. You know, the same way that we've broken down something as silly as the castor oil. You know, yani, like
Are you put castor oil?
how I know.
Are you put castor oil? Produce?
For what? For health reasons?
Yes.
No.
But you did when you were young.
Okay, Gob.
Uqobaphi?
So
Uqobaphi?
I use it on my hair.
Nangayiphuzi nibancane.
elbows.
Yeah, I did.
Indawo
force.
iyekile. Awucabanga ukuthi yayispana? Uqini system.
No, I've got better ways now.
No, but it so
do that.
I remember I think let's say 2021
Yeah.
and I was coupling the old lady. She went to a pharmacy. She wanted to buy castor oil. And I remember we go to the pharmacy and I'm sitting there and we can't find on the shelf. So she asked like the pharmacist, sorry, clearly castor oil. And the pharmacist like, oh, okay. She goes, sorry, mama, what do you want it for?
Uyini lo muntu akasumuntu omnyama?
No, it was an Indian lady.
Ah,
What do you
akusumuntu
want it for?
omnyama.
You know, it's like, no, I want to clean my system. She goes, what do you mean? He's like, no, bile. Nenyongo. Like, so why are you using that? Because as you're saying, she's like, castor oil is for your elbows, like to October, like the places that are severely dry or some sort of rash, whatever the case may be. And I remember like literally thinking about that. The reason why your body vomits or has violent diarrhea is when your body
Violent.
Yeah,
violent
it's violent.
is when your body is fighting
It's
for
expelling.
poison. It's fighting for poison. The only reason why it's Oxlanta, there's no natural, normal reason for a human being Oxlanta. It's when your body's rejecting whatever's inside.
Yeah.
Or diarrhea. It's rejecting whatever's inside. You might have ate something, ate too much of it, alcohol poisoning. The reason why people chanda is because they're trying to expel whatever poison is in the stomach. Either it comes out this hole or that hole. It's gonna come out. So Tina, because you know, uzube dehydrated, because if you castor oil and then you're like, you're like, so I'm trying
Usebenzisani
to
manje?
Uba,
Wena.
to detox.
Ah.
If I want to do a heavy detox, I fast and I drink a lot of water.
Phela.
Yeah. I don't
Wena
think-
producer?
I take celery and cucumber.
Uyakudla uyakuphuza?
I make a juice of it.
Mse uyakuphuza?
And I just drink that over 2 days without eating anything.
Uyakudisa?
Yeah.
Ngicela ufunde la mfethu Google. Castor oil is a thick plant derived vegetable oil prized for its rich fatty acids, primarily racinoleic acid. Its clinically backed uses include providing short-term constipation relief, moisturizing dry skin, and soothing minor inflammations.
Focus on the first part.
And then natural laxative, deep skin moisturizer, anti-inflammatory and wound healing, hair and scalp care.
Now,
The three I'm not going to read. I'm going to read this one.
Yeah,
It is an FDA-approved stimulant laxative. When taken in small oral doses, it triggers muscle contractions in the intestines to relieve occasional constipation. So according to Google, it's not for cleaner or detoxing. It's for when you're constipated and you need relief. So you take a small bit of it, I guess, to try and lubricate.
So let's go into the quote unquote conspiracy theories. Let's put on my tinfoil hat.
Must I look them up while you're speaking?
Yeah, the rebranding of certain things. So, for example, you are looking for something that will, I don't know, clear your ears or earwax or whatever the case may be, and then they find a secondary effect of it. What a lot of these pharmaceuticals do is that they then focus on the secondary as the rebranding. So, hey, this can wash dishes and wash your car type of thing. Sunlight from what. So a lot of these things, was something that was ingested, that was meant, castor oil was meant as an oil, ne? And someone ingested it in a small dosage and then realized, one, there's no long-term health issues and it helps me release constipation.
Sure.
So what's the difference between me drinking castor oil and drinking cooking oil at little doses?
Must I read it?
Yeah, of course.
Celery and cucumber mixed as a juice, no water.
Yeah, because it's celery namanzi amaningi.
So I'll fuck man's. Fuck anti celery.
But you have to have a lot of celery then.
Yeah, generally I'll buy like 4 packs of celery and those 2 big cucumbers and I juice them.
Yenza leshandis manje. Is drinking cooking oil similar to castor oil?
But what's the cooking oil made from? Sunflower oil. Sunflower.
It could be. I think it could be.
Yeah, it couldn't be olive oil.
Drinking cooking oil is not similar to drinking castor oil. While both are plant-derived, cooking oils are edible fats meant for nutrition and food prep. Castor oil is a powerful, unpleasant-tasting stimulant laxative. Castor oil contains whatever that acid is, which triggers intense contractions in the bowels. Drinking it generally reserved for treating occasional constipation and requires very strict dosage. By contrast, cooking oils like olive, canola, or sunflower oil are consumed in much larger quantities as part of a regular healthy diet to provide energy and heart-healthy fats. Anyways.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Education.
I wanted to zero in, man. You were talking about rebranding. And the reason I ask is there's a lot of abafethu abancane fethu that they don't know why they should get married. A lot of them basa pusha just because tradition.
So
And I think they need a bit of guidance. And if not guidance, they just like to hear alternative sides. Like on a serious note, because abantu besonto,
can I
they're
check?
serious when they speak about ukushada. Abantu besintu, they're serious. Thina singafuna ukushada ngathi it's like kanti if you have conviction, mhlambe fethu ngabatshela bafethu mina ngimela. This is why I'm here.
So I'm on a journey. See what you just did. I love getting corrected and getting closer to the fact of something. You know, I think a lot of people still have abafunu pigiswa, so they don't want to get challenged. Like, let's say, for example, we had a guest that didn't want to get challenged because that's their belief system.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite of that. Like, teach me something. I would rather look stupid today, and then from tomorrow on, I've got that new knowledge. So I'm not stubborn like that in terms of growth. So even when it comes to things like marriage, I really would suggest ukuthi abahlali really they do their own homework. You know, are you as religious as you think you are, or you say you are? Or are you one of those people that are Christian only on Sunday? You know, are you traditional, cultural, the way that you say you are? Or is it only when you have to Heritage Day or kwamaimai or gini mhlambe there's a death or umshado, you know, or umgidi, and then you wear those things that we buy from China,
Sure.
and then call that traditional, you know. So Gimme is really trying to interrogate a lot of your own belief systems so that you are more clear in the decisions that you make.
Why ungafuni ukushada?
I don't see any value in marriage as it's currently presented. I'm not against marriage. So if it's something that is truly going to make my partner happy, and if my goal is to make her happy, then I'm not against it. It's like church.
So ungamshada?
Yes, like church. I've been to church more times this year. Let's say in the past 2 years. I've been to church more in the past 2 years than the 10 years before that put
Okay.
together.
Not
And-
for yourself.
No, not for myself, but it makes
Ukujabulisa partner.
Yeah, jabulisa yena. You know, so I do a lot of things. I think every partner does a lot of things that I'm not saying ukuthi they anti it,
Why umshado wena ungakujabulisi wena?
because I don't know what the ROI for me is. If someone could sell it to me,
Formalize the union.
yeah, and then once it's formalized, what's the ROI?
If anything happens, this is your next of kin.
Yeah, but
If someone needs to pull the plug, esibhedlela,
but I can
akubizwa mina, akubizwa
no,
yena.
but I can write that down. Like let's say I create a will or some sort
Sure.
of. I can write ukuthi should case of emergency break seal.
Joint
I can-
assets.
I can go into the bank and say we're buying this property and put both our names there.
Why ungashadi? Because then you can sort all of that out under
No,
one
but
contract.
I don't want to have joint assets. Should I want joint assets?
Sure, you
I
can
go
always
there.
change the marriage regime, but
No,
it's one contract that governs all those things.
So here's the thing. I don't want joint assets. I don't want this person to pull the plug. Ne? So right now, I'm free of all of that. But should I want,
Sure.
you know, because Mrs. Shadile, it's not like now, it's almost like I have to jump over hurdles to separate those things.
Ingane zakho zinesibongo sakho.
Yeah.
Awufuni umuntu wakho abe with the same surname so that one Brady Bunch.
Akulona igazi lami.
Huh?
Akulona igazi lami. Yena mayifuna isibongo sithi Mlotshwa. She can have it from me with love.
Through marriage.
Yeah, I'm not anti-marriage.
Sure, she says I want your surname through
Yeah.
marriage.
No, she has to
And
sell.
we're signing out
She-
of in COP.
Okay. So again,
Huh?
I will do all of those things.
In COP.
Yes.
Sure.
If she were to sell it to me, and I'd
I'm
say
selling
yes.
it on her behalf.
No, then all of those things, no.
Uti, if you love me and you
Yeah.
want me to be happy,
Yeah.
ngishade in COP.
Perfect. I want a win-win. If you love me,
Yes.
I don't want that. So now what's the win-win? Where do we meet each other?
Marriage out of COP.
No. That's still
That's a
breaks me.
compromise.
I don't want to compromise. I want a win-win.
That's the win-win.
No.
Angit, you want to make me happy as your
and
partner.
Do you want to make me happy?
Yes.
What makes me happy?
Yes.
Ne, is zero documentation.
Awufuni ukushada.
No.
That sounds
I'm-
like you're anti-marriage.
I'm not anti-marriage.
Not for people.
If
for yourself.
someone were to sell it to me, so for example, hey, Ben, would you get married for 200,000 rand cash? Yes.
Also, she must offer you money.
No, I'm giving a hypothetical.
Yes, in the
No, but I can't. But she can't give me money,
I'm
and then,
giving
and then we get married in COP, and then she has that. She's entitled to that money.
Isn't that a win-win?
So, aye, money, aye, so
You get cash up front.
aye.
You know when they sell those
But-
cars, Mesebati, most sign new contract, you get 10,000 rand cash back.
What the fuck? Like,
Dimina.
it was stupid.
Yes.
But it was I would have been making us leave.
Athi umuntu ozothenga ifridge la ozothenga ifridge la game la 80,000, they'll give you a 3,000 rand game voucher. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But I think it works.
people-
Umuntu awuyejabulile, hey, I've got a 3,000 rand
People
game
have
voucher.
been buying on my cell phone la, ngicishe ngasho amagama, those entry level cell phones
Ah.
that you know are 1.5. You know they're 1.5
Sure.
for the entry, and they buy for 2.5 because they get free Bluetooth earphones, and you go, gosh, like come on, like just
They
go
like
and-
it. I think
just
abathanda mfethu ukuscamwa kancane.
they love it.
Ukuscamwa
man.
kancane.
But people like giving one price.
We saw
and
this
then-
fridge. We
and then
saw this
getting a lot of
fridge.
things.
We saw this fridge at a Hi-Fi Corp. They were offering a 5,000 rand voucher. You're like, okay, we'll also offer 5,000 rand, but then we'll have to adjust the price from 80,000 to 80. 84,000. That's fine, because the hi-fi coupon's 86,000. We'll take it. You're like, huh? Okay. I don't see myself buying a phone again. Yeah, if that makes sense.
You don't see yourself buying a phone again.
I've always bought my phones on contract.
Okay.
I've always bought my phones on contract.
Okay.
2-year contract. Ngizwa manje sekuthiwa 3 years.
Yeah.
Whenever I buy a phone on contract, ngifuna ifoni ize mahala. So mina ngisuke ngithola like the data package or the what.
Yes.
I don't want to buy a phone. Angifuni bathi ekusena imali. So I always look for a package where the data that they're giving me feels like
is equivalent
it's
to if you were to buy it straight from the source.
Yeah.
Okay. The last contract phone I had was the BlackBerry Bold. It was 99 Rand. And it came with the BIS. Is it BIS?
59 Rand, yeah. BIS.
No, so it was 99 Rand for the phone. And there was already BIS.
Sure, which is
every
59
month,
Rand.
So I was like, okay, so I'm paying
60
and then
40.
40 Rand for the phone. I was like, okay, that's good.
Sure.
So that made sense.
That was the last time you had a contract.
But then what they killed me with is that they had per minute billing.
When the BIS is done.
No, when you call.
BIS never finished.
Oh, yeah.
EPIS, I think it was for EPBM.
Oh, yes.
So when
Not
when
just
I called,
BBM, internet as well.
Yeah. So when I called, it was permanent billing.
Quite new.
So meaning, my understanding of it rather, if I call for 2 seconds, they charge for, that's 1 minute.
1 minute.
If you call for 1 minute, 1 second, that's
2 minutes.
2 minutes. So they charge you that. And there's no off peak. So whether you call at 9 at night or at 9 in the morning, it was the same rate. And I was like, damn. So now you get the bill and you're like, why is it that I have to pay 180, 210? But to Shawailand. So now you have a phone and you're like, never call.
Oh, I once owed Vodacom like 12,000 Rand.
Huh?
I called them. I was like, fuck that. No, ngabafonela.
Oh, guys, Vodacom is
No, this is years back. Ngabafonela ngathi kuse bangitshela about this out of bundle or what. Ngathi, hey, me, I know nothing about that. We can bring it down to like 6,000 Rand. Ngathi, I'm not going to do that. That's too much money for me. I think I'm number 4 now, 3, 4, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to fucking do that.
Cancel it.
No, we negotiated fees. I think they took it down to like 2,500. And then from that day, because of that trauma,
Yeah.
every single contract I'm on is a prepaid. I don't care what they fucking selling. I'm like, I need a prepaid SIM. I'll top up.
The devil is in the terms and conditions, much like marriage. The devil is in the detail. And if you don't focus, I did a video where I said, sweat the small stuff. And if you miss and not read the fine print, are you going to get screwed? Eh? I was ushayega. So that was the last contract phone. Ever since then, I've bought my phone cash. There used to be there is
Phones
a
are
store.
expensive.
There is a store where I used to buy a Redmi, Xiaomi, Chinese phone.
Redmi is under Xiaomi.
Yeah, it's just it's the Western naming convention.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like Huawei and Honor, is it? Where Huawei made.
Is it not just one of the phones that they have in the range?
No.
It's specifically called
it's-
Redmi
yeah,
elsewhere.
It was Xiaomi in China.
Sure.
This is now.
It was Xiaomi even here.
So I'm going 10 years back.
Sure.
Where it was only available in this one specific store.
Ah.
So
yeah, I say
before-
Xiaomi.
Yeah, it was Xiaomi. So no. So in China at that time, it was a
called
Xiaomi. In Europe and the rest of the world, it was a Redmi. The same way that Huawei was Huawei, as far as I know. But when they ship it abroad, then they called it Honor.
I think we have Huawei phones.
Now, yes. So when let's say from 2016, we had Huawei and Xiaomi phones. But if we go back to 2012 or 2013, you'd get them only in one specific store called Redmi's.
Okay.
So anyway, that's neither here or there. Bazon correct on my comments. When I bought that phone at that store, you could buy an insurance in case your phone gets lost or stolen or damaged. And the insurance it cost 20% of the phone in terms of cost. So you buy the phone 4,000 Rand. If you pay 800 Rand, if your phone gets lost or damaged, it's covered. And it lasts, so the insurance lasts a year, 12 months from when you purchase. Yeah? So I'd have the phone.
Why would you? Do you think about these stories before you start telling them?
The stories, ne? Okay. So with marriage.
Fuck.
So with marriage. So it no,
So
no.
last night I invited this girl to my place and then I sneak. Oh, no.
Then
Anyways, on marriage, Story sako besihamba kahle.
no.
Awuzange, you didn't think it all the way through.
No, I didn't think it all the way through. I didn't know.
I'm giving you guys clues.
A friend of
So I
mine.
used to buy Redmis and Xiaomis. There was this friend of mine who used to buy them cash.
Oh,
And then since there was
yes.
insurance.
Let me start the story again.
No, don't start the story. It's whack now.
But it's not me, it's a friend of mine.
Mina phethu nginokutshela amaphoyisa bafethu ngiyanicela, not me because I don't pay bribes. But on behalf of abafethu abakhokha ama-bribes, siyanicela bafethu. Set a price, 20 rand, 50 rand, 100 rand for ama-bribes so that people know. Wangena usidumo.
Wait.
Imbungulo.
That's hlukumeza, bro.
We're recording.
We're professionals here, bro.
We're filming.
Sorry doesn't drive my lorry.
Fuck.
Phuma. Akusizi ulibe ungithuka.
What was I even speaking? Oh, ama-bribe. Just set prices.
Khona
I'm like,
sowazi.
look, not for me, just for abafethu out there. Manje wathi, hey bafethu, as last week ngikho 50 rand kwiphoyisa likadeli. Ukhokha 50, khona
No.
nosisi lo banje on camera 2000 rand.
For a
Bro, I was so annoyed. I was
What
so
a clown.
I hope lamlungu bambophile naye.
Can I have my 2,000 rand back, please? My 2,000 rand I want back. My 2,000 rand I want back. The money that I gave now, 2,000 rand for this gentleman here. This lady here took 2,000 rand from my friend, somebody who works for me. Can I have my money back, please? Okay, you don't know anything, but you took the money. Can I have 2,000 rand from you? Please give it to me now. Or else I'll put you on Facebook. Give it to me. Thank you very much. Fuck it. You guys are all taking bribes here. What kind of policeman are you? What come over here? Let me put you all on video. I don't like you guys being like that. Do you hear me? Say sorry.
When you bribe,
You're a
for
criminal.
all of you clever guys there,
You're a criminal.
If you want to bribe someone and then want to film and want to cash them out for
No, you're a
you
criminal.
as the briber
You're a criminal.
and the bribee, both of you are wrong. So if you want them punished, you must also get punished. Why did you pay a bribe? Belumbambe ele sayicela bribe, but also don't do that. Abafethu are doing you guys a solid, not us because we don't pay bribes. They're doing you guys a solid.
What is the prison? Like
Say
is
no
it-
to bribes.
Is it 40 k's above speed limit? What's the one where it's a non-negotiable? You get arrested. that not
You
true?
get arrested in KZN, and I think in other places.
Where
I think Lago Gauteng Fethu, there's a high price. It's high price or imprisonment.
for 40 k's above the speed limit.
Yeah.
Because
But you pay, man. You pay. KZN ngayigcina has zero tolerance. I think Free State as well. But zero tolerance on paper.
You need zero on paper.
Yeah.
Oh, not in ukuthi mawuhle nobhuti noma nosisi.
This is why I'm pissed off by that white Bali. And look, I'm not blaming the white Bali. Yes, bribes are wrong and you shouldn't be paying a bribe. If you've done something wrong on the road,
Take the consequence.
you've done something wrong. Now you get a ticket that you must pay. You can get a discount if you pay within 21 days, whatever the case may be. You've done something wrong. If you pay a little put, na lethi buka la futhi banokuphathela bathi yabo lu 500.
Abaqala ukubhala.
Yabona Mlotshwa lu 500.
La ngiyabona ma.
Awu mama ngiyaxolisa kakhulu. Mlotshwa buka le ticket lakho lu 500. Yebo mama ngiyaxolisa. Manje Mlotshwa uthini ngoba phela hey mele ngikubhale. Hayi mama ngazi. And the conversation goes.
Mina khona umngani
You've
wami-
done something wrong.
khona umngani
Umuntu
wami-
ufethu is like ekuse. Wrong. Xolisa message sorry. Manje sorry comes in different languages. Whatever language you use.
Yeah.
In that language, must I take Mlotshwa? If we catch you
Aphinde.
again,
Aphinde.
okay, hamba ke mase bakumisela
Epolice.
traffic ukuthi uphume.
As oh,
Now you're getting someone you want to fucking turn on that person. Ekwenzela solid.
solid. Because now soko mina.
Usuxolisa mama ngiyaxolisa bengi wrong.
Yes,
Now
'cause you're
some
still
fucking
wrong.
bad face out there.
Why do people fight? Oh, it's wrong for XYZ when you know you were wrong.
You are wrong.
Because now you feel like they should have a higher moral. They're citizens. Yes, they're doing this job, but they're also humans. As we forget that human element. Namhlanje ngixesha ngashayisa obhuti abasebenza traffic cop. It was off the highway.
Abasebenza traffic department.
Yeah, ama JMPD.
Okay.
It was an off-ramp.
JMPD is more than just traffic.
Yeah, local umhlonishwa.
It's the Metro Police Department.
As I
They're
take
like the
this-
Miami PD.
They
About
are
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
Yeah, we have JMPD. Askopela America.
Mike Lowry. So anyway, I take the off ramp. Mangithi ngiyajika. The guy's standing in the middle of the lane. Like it's blind until you turn.
Sure.
You know, and lucky I drive speed limit, so I was driving at about 60 on the bend. Mangithi how nangla.
40 on the bin. Anyways, carry on. Nangla.
Hey, ngabona yena seqhanja. Wethe ibu.
Uyakushayisa.
Wena kusengithinta ngemoto. Hey, and now who's going to be wrong? Him and wrong.
Hey, we're getting old, man.
Why?
Nokubona mfethu lamajita smisa mfethu ngathi intwana. I'm getting to an age where I'm like, hey. Excellent intwana?
It's
Yeah, and you're like, ungazobhesa wena. Yeah. Sanibona bhuti. Yeah.
It's a weird stop now these days because of this camera thing.
Which camera thing?
This camera thing that we're doing.
Oh, you're famous.
I don't know about that, but it's weird now.
People recognize you.
People recognize you, bro.
It's not weird. It's lekker. It's the best. It's the best.
And they
It's
always
the burst.
ask, Oppo Pen, Oppo Ike.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, hey. And they ask questions, bro. And Sakurum JMP.
Hey, sometimes they stop you. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah.
Bakubona clip. Hey. Oh, except pen. If you're too busy Facebook podcast, I'm like, I wouldn't have been stopped if this O didn't see me. Busy Facebook podcast. Ngithi sure, asivaye manje. I manje nina usihlaza phambi kwamakhamera.
So yesterday I was at
So the guy stopped you, but your thing is bafethu ngicela nicheke la nima khona.
No, it didn't stop me.
But I'm just saying, you're telling abafethu that work in the police ukuthi abashaying a timing.
Yeah.
Bazoshayiswa imoto because it happens.
No, we lost someone who's close, a family friend to that.
Stopping a car.
So she used to work with the Oleti Lako
Sure.
at the school, and then she changed career and became a traffic
cop.
And unfortunately, she was involved in.
That's sad, man.
Because again, some of abantu abasebenzayo ngithi ngicasha ngama-H yabona ngicasha ngama-H ngibona umuntu uhamba mhlambe ngo-160 and then you just
Shaya.
and again
Mhlawumbe akanakanga nokunaka
nama-breki akusipani mhlambe it was raining and
Yeah, kumele ube ne-timing,
uyachacha,
hey.
and mhlambe it's a bit darkish, we don't know what's is happening nakho-ke wena, and some of obudinosis bethu are a bit overweight, so masesethe usulendile akasakwazi ukurecover, and then as a yabona, so kuba nzima
Uyahleka.
abakhona vele abasindayo bahave abanye. No, we've seen it.
Stomach in, chest out.
Hayi abanye stomach.
Kaningi behavior.
Yeah?
There's a lot.
There's a lot of behavior, ne? And you have more than
The heavy arm of the law.
No, abanye bahave mfethu. So into ebuhlungu ukuthi washona kanjalo usisi. She was very young.
Shame, man.
She was very young. I think she was
Timing.
She was in her late 20s or early 30s.
No, that's very young. Timing. But futhi ngicela siyanthanda nomsebenzi onenwenzayo, but sicela nje nishaye ngetiming because some people are drunk, some abanakanga, some basefonini, uthi uyamisa umuntu useyakushayisa. Yes, you're trying to do the right thing ngokumisa, but
I think
make sure that you preserve your life first.
Into engiborayo generally by output bethu is that i-disc yami expired kancane bangimisa bonke. Njengoba inga-expire ngamanje i-right abafuni ukungimisa, bayangidlulisa nje.
Kumele bakumise.
Abangimise manje.
No, ngisho ukuthi even if it's expired kancane, kumele bakumise.
Bangimisa kakhulu ke lapho, it's almost like they can see it in my face.
Yeah.
Mangidrive ukuthi lo nervous lo.
Banokujepha through the windscreen. Ba-check demeanor.
Yeah, i-grace yakho isiyaphela in 3
Khona
days.
energy that you give off when you're driving as if you're like, stop
Check
me.
it.
Hey, lapho bavele bathi edlula.
There was there's always this big stop in Auckland Park. I'm trying to think of the road.
Barrier so.
Is it Barry Heads? Yes.
Before Mill Park.
Just under the bridge.
Before Mill Park.
Before Mill Park.
If you're driving towards the CBD
100%.
or towards Melville.
Oh.
Yeah, it's there outside the German Schule. Schule. Is it a Schule?
Deutsche
Outside
Schule.
The school.
Deutsche Schule.
Deutsche Schule, the German school.
Bangithi.
After Rensteam.
Hayibo kwaziwaningi bumana.
That's my car, see that. Mill Park Muse, Rensteam. Up the road is after. Akufundi imbongo le after. Yeah, khona isibhedlela la, Mill Park Hospital, yeah.
That's your gully. Right there.
It's called a galley.
It's a gully.
Khona umjito wabanje inkunzi lapha eyenza i-TV. Cawathi ama-camera azokusiza. On camera wathi, hey. Was it Uvuyo or something?
Yeah. Okay.
Think, yeah.
Ubaba Uvuyo or something, I think. Shame, man. Sorry.
That's on my phone.
No. They love stopping there. They love stopping people.
I was going to a nice
both directions.
To a nice jaw. It's a mate of mine. You know them. They used to stay at Mill Park News.
Okay.
And they had this get together. What? Nice. So I'm driving, and I'm going. So I've got like 3 bottles in the car. 3 bottles. I bang me. But yeah, awunyaphuza. Ave ngathi no. Ngisayophuza. Ngakaphuza. No. Ngathi no, ngangifutha.
With arrogance.
Yabona lama bottle lawo.
Bring the breathalyzer.
Ngiyashaya wonke ngiyi-1. Ngoba manje ngibamba ngibuya ke mhlawumbe ngibona imoto angeke futhi ngibone. But hey baba, ubone ukuthi labantu ngathi no hambani wena ngizoyifutha nilande ngizowafutha wonke. Ngiso papa ngithi bhuti wami ngiyaya kodwa kubona. Ukuhlehlisa mhlawumbe ngangibamba mhlawumbe ngehla nge-elevator noma ngeyi-debhisi ningibopha ukuthi akwazi udake ubamba i-debhisi. Ngathi no. Vele balaga it's much sure. Alaga much angavai. Then I Ubered back home.
It's the other thing that annoys me in this
then,
country.
Then I Ubered back home.
Of course you did.
I did. I'm responsible. Not just for me, but for other
This
drivers.
lack of like diversity and getting together. I know Trevor cracked this joke years ago where like white people get so angry at the cops. And it's like, that's not what it is. It's meant to be a game. But a quick game of like getting to know each other. A bit of how's your father?
How's your mom?
Same with Indians. When you're negotiating a price, it's a game. You're both meant to leave smiling. Yeah, Mr. Van der Merwe, when you're like, hey, why are you stopping me? Bafana's playing tonight.
Yeah.
You watch Bafana? Yeah. Who do you know in Bafana? No, Neil Tovey, Mark. Van der Merwe, those guys. Okay, jammer. No, I watched the Springboks. Little laugh. Okay, Van der Merwe, here's your driver's license sharp.
Dance.
Man, you put it very clean. Yes, man, but the roads are so broken and the fucking INC here. It's like,
no, you're
Lona was during apartheid. I think there's one bit. Puma, meneer Van der Merwe, we need breathalyzers, check out my brake lights. Outside my brake, full bonnet. Hey, Baba.
Keep trying it.
We want to find anything. Now, Van der Merwe was getting red. Why are you getting angry, meneer? No, man, I'm in a rush. You can't be in a rush. We need to make sure that everything is fine. What if you hit someone on the road?
It's a routine.
Man, it's like, it's fine. And you are meant to play a game.
At Amagata, we just got radio. There's been a hijacking, and this car is a similar make. So we're trying to see. We're still waiting for an update on the number plate.
Yeah, please wait here.
Wait here.
The system.
Yeah, the system.
Wait here.
My colleague is in is waiting for for a license disc, but we know what it's a silver grey Honda. We know it's a silver grey Honda hatchback. So won't andlula lana sawamisa.
Masibuko uthe hatchback angithi. Yeah. Le akusiyo le. Uba say is that a stolen car sir?
No. And they take it drivers. What are the drivers? But you sayo scanner number plate ne VIN number sponsor
correct. Baba relax.
Yeah. Bangeni into engekho bahleli kancane bese bayaphuma bathi no sesishayile they're going to give you feedback so bazozwa la ku.
Yeah, we'll tell you just now sir.
Yeah.
Sit tight.
Uthi uyahlala uzobubovu uthi no system is still offline by report. Wait when.
Just play the game.
Wahamba.
Those are not trying to be hostile.
Wahamba. Ngeke phela uhambe mos. No ngeke uhambe because again now because we suspect essentially mos. Yabona. So say check relax. If you want you can call a lawyer yakho to come and pick you up. But le moto ihleli la. Le moto le.
This is why sometimes being stopped by female traffic cops.
Now you must call a lawyer, but call out fee for a lawyer.
I wouldn't know. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
I also don't know. But I've heard.
Hey, women and tickets. I hear it from girls the most. They're like, the only tickets I've ever received are normally from women.
But women.
The gents will like Macnyan and ask for a phone number. They'll never use the phone number, but it's just, manje number. Why do you want my number? I just want to make sure that
you can get it from a person who's, let's say, 45 and below.
It's always above.
I know. Wakona usisi that one time what Nando sayam, but outside of that.
What's Nando Siako?
Eh?
She took the chicken. Fuck's sakes.
So a friend of mine.
That's not nice.
Hey.
Why tell?
Eh? No, at that time I want to hang on police.
Why wrong?
Wrong.
Why tell any cook?
Why tata?
Akazange tell.
No,
you see, I don't like that. Those are the things where I'm like, Mama, ngicela ubuye.
You didn't offer.
Yeah, that's rubbish.
I think
Maybe you offered.
so I said Angna next. What no, later in Kuku.
Ish, I guess that's a negotiation.
Yeah, but-
slippery slope.
So it was
Because if they took, I was going to be like, Mama, ngicela ubeke inkukhu yami, let's eat clear to sign.
no,
Ngoba ngathi
it was-
uyangidakelwa manje. Ngicela singidakelwani.
it was also
Hawu,
worded because-
besixoxa kahle. Manje bavele
because
ngilambile.
it was just a thigh and a drumstick and some wedges.
Nothing wrong, man. That's
Yeah.
lunch.
No, I was in the wrong.
Feeding our
No,
our
I was in the wrong.
feeding
So-
our law enforcers.
So Sisi, Mama was right to
Slap on the wrist.
No, you're right to correct me. I think Elite had just gotten Amber Red ngavaya. But yeah, you were
Komi.
Fucking
Komi.
Yeah, so I was wrong, man. I could have caused a big accident. So I got disciplined rightfully so. So ngiyabonga mama wherever you
As
are.
as Africans, this is part of decolonization. As Africans, we have to. It won't happen. I know it won't happen.
It won't happen.
Because this country.
Why
Ideally,
is your forehead so shiny?
ideally.
So it is so it's poor.
No, mfethi brain ukuthi mfethi blind. Manje yabo. Ingqondo yami ngoba i fresh. Yabo imoto eqeda kwashwa ukuthi njani.
Yeah, njengesiphondo sakho.
Anyways,
Uspexise kahle bethi wena ba produce.
hypothetically in an ideal world,
Yeah.
mfethu, sise Africa, you've done something wrong. Sing us a song, sijayivele, shayile TikTok, uthi, sup guys, I'm here with Constable Mlotshwa.
Yeah.
Say what up to the peeps. Yeah, Suzonbopa. Yeah. And you're like, sharp. And you're like, hey, we had a good time. Ngaphindu yenze ngaxolisa baba. What?
Oh, just
So similarly, hey, yini la, and you're like, hey, baba, ngicela ubambe now 5 Tiger. Yazi ngaxolisa kanje. Wehlisa speed. In fact, we're conversing. We're negotiating. I'm not. This thing of getting a piece of paper and you're signing it down. Arto, demerits, and then melubege. Fuck, man.
I do
That's
believe in
not
in punishment. I don't think the fine system
consequences.
works. Consequences.
Maybe not necessarily punishment. Consequences. Because we want to also fix the behavior.
Yeah, that's the aim. So give me. I don't like the fine system, the financials. I think it should be more based on percentage. Because let's say for a person that earns 20K a month gross, the speed ticket feels way more painful than a person that makes 2 million.
Oh, you're saying the fine should be based on.
Yeah.
This is where you need integrated systems.
So it has to. And the problem is
We
in South
picked up
Africa,
that this ID number violated this. So percentage of whatever
your-
comes
of
into the account.
your- Yeah.
More.
And I think
Samur.
if we do that, it would manage a lot of things. And even just that financially, South African you can get a lot of money from that.
Wait. So you and I are in different income brackets.
Yes.
We commit the same transgression.
Yes.
I get penalized more.
Percentage.
Same. You penalize the same.
Yeah, but it's more
Percentage.
because of
It's
my
more of an
incomes.
amount.
But
it's the same percentage.
No.
Yes.
Because I'll give you something. Ne?
Why do you have an issue with that?
I could even go further.
Why do you have an, you realize the reason our legal system is unjust, financially and economically so,
Yeah.
is because a poor person who doesn't have money can't pay bail, can't get decent lawyer.
Yeah.
The rich guy can. Again, let's say they both committed the same crime.
Yes.
The one guy gets a different treatment, and it's like, but this is not fair. We're looking at what's more just and more fair. The amount is not fair because you're rich.
We have to look
The
at
percentage is
equity
fair
behind
because
it.
we're both feeling the same pain.
Yes, the equity behind it. Because
Why is that bugging
I
you?
take home 10K. No, but think about it. I take home 10K. That's my take home. I just get a speeding fine for 1,000 rand. That's 10% of my
10%.
salary. You take home 100K. That's 1%, bro. So the way that my behavior will shift and change when 10% of my salary moves versus how your behavior will change is not the same. That
And rich guys they bribe fucked up. I've seen them. They
try
give
to-
you 500 and give to traffic cops.
I know a person
500
who's
on
an-
the and you're like
who's an orthopedic surgeon. Why keep 4,000? Over new 4,000. Cash dollar right now.
because to them it's immaterial.
So for me, it's I want our pain.
Are you
and
are you
our
processing?
change of
Or you still
behavior.
or you
Yeah,
thinking
I-
of how to disagree more?
I'm
There
processing.
needs to be a change of behavior.
Let him disagree.
No, I'm processing.
Oh, I thought you were looking to do
If I
something.
had things my way, if we are looking at an equitable system, because
Yeah.
we all don't start in the same, I would change so many things, bro. I think ukuthi the mere fact that for me, if I were to buy 5 liter wamafuta, and for someone who Dlamini, who's a domestic worker, pays the same amount, and she still, again, I'm talking about a hard-working black South African woman who's grafting her butt off for 4,000 a month, grafting hard. Ne? Uyavuka ekuseni ngo-4 gibela amateksi ayi-2 just ukufika kwamlungu and umlungu him in that case ukufika lapha past 6
7.
yabona, or 7 to make me breakfast while I'm sleeping and waking up and go, hi Joyce, are you good? Yabona.
How is uMadlamini ngoJoyce?
Yeah,
Some
Joyce. Yabona. So angilazi ngisho negama, her name is hard to pronounce.
Oh no, that's not a South African.
No, it can be.
If it's hard to pronounce.
Oh, Qaqambili.
The fines are going up to 100,000 rand for people that are
illegal-
hiring undocumented immigrants, like domestic workers. Sorry to deviate. Carry on. So
let
Mama,
me finish. I want to circle back to that one. But
Don't circle back.
I do want to.
Don't circle back.
I'd love to. Please.
you must circle back to why you don't want to get married.
With that being said, I just feel what if we're trying to create a just society, it must be based on strengths. I say it in Lini and how we break down our duties in Lini. It has to be based on strengths. So again, I find it painful at times where I see Umam Dlamini, who's working her butt off, paying 5 liter mafuta. At I don't know how much 5 liter mafuta is.
Oh, so nice to be rich.
No, I use olive oil. It's good for.
How much is that?
Oh, easy, 250
It's probably about like $80.
for 5 liter. The cooling up.
Oh, 5 liter.
Yeah.
Probably maybe around 180.
Oh, cabanga u-750.
Yeah. So what I've seen is
thinking
that I've
too.
seen at Pick and Pay a 5 liter is the equivalent to the olive oil we get, and our
Which-
olive oil is like.
This is why there's no VAT on most of the basic needs, by the way.
750
750 mils.
mils versus the 5 liter,
What
and
is
I'm
it,
like,
$180, $200.
so I'm like, this is. I'm not saying Uti, I should pay 1,000 rand for what I'm using. I'm saying Uti, much like tax, because tax is trying to be fair, pay as you earn, fair and inverted. It almost feels like for the underprivileged, they need to still pay. Everyone needs to pay, but
Everyone needs to pay what?
for whatever the basics that may
Oh,
be.
not tax.
Yeah, but it's almost like, as you're saying, you scan your card, and based on the income that you have,
Sure.
the prices are skewed to that.
Is that what you want in society? Where you walk into like a Pick and Pay Checkers, and based on
Yeah.
your ID, the price changes.
Without killing the person that works hard, because we have this mindset. We have this mindset of thinking Uti, the blue collar worker doesn't work as hard as some of us that sit in air conditioned spaces.
Who has that mindset?
Tina, who are sitting in air conditioned,
Privileged people.
of course,
Hectic.
and we don't
I
understand.
work hard
ukuthi
for my money.
unoteksi saying what time he wakes up. You know, I call union for unoteksi. I call.
Well, they've got Abu Santako in them.
No, I'm saying an union in the sense that fights for them, you know. So,
As taxi drivers,
no, there's no one.
they do, but it's not important.
Okay, sure. So with that being said, you have Umtraiseni who's up at 2 to make sure utata or nurse that have just finished a shift ephela ngo-4 or drop off or nurse ephela ngo-4, and this guy will drive uhlele taxini for the next 12-14 hours, and no one calculates the hours that they sit, and this is unfair, let's take the owner to the CCMA, and then we make those assumptions that they don't work hard. You know, you think Espanini njobuti, I work hard, lo anti oklinayo, by the time when you figure Espanini, they're already there. They've unlocked, they've opened, but cleaner, the coffee machine is running, it's been filled with the beans, the milk is out, and then by the time you say, okay, bye Joyce, she's still there. You know,
I had a lekker podcast with a white Afrikaans gent, JP Leroux.
I saw,
I hope
yeah.
we can visit him. He's invited us to a braai. But he was telling the story of...
Agioni gets out.
Nah. Get out is when old, rich, white men.
Why
are like,
must it be old?
Oh, because we get out.
Get out. The invite was not by.
Oh, the luring, the bait.
Yeah, the bait.
Yeah, if it's a pretty white girl,
Then
you should
you-
come to my home.
No.
Hey. Near donkey.
Ngizovele ngiphendule ngibe-
Ons kan kuier by Chicken Licken. Daar by Brie.
Ngizovele ngibe Shannon Sharp.
Aha, fast.
Quick fast in a hard.
Anyway, so JP invites. But anyways,
Yeah.
JP was speaking about this thing that you've done and that Tuntonipo's done as well, where I think a taxi cut him in or whatever, and he got out and he went and he banged on the window.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how the passengers were so scared. And in that moment, he had a change of heart and he introspected. Because he's had to catch taxis at some point in his life as well.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah. As a white gent in Pretoria, I think he said. Angazi noma ehlala eSunnyside or somewhere there.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't come from money. So
Okay.
he had to khuzug.
Yeah, but
some
money
point.
is not
Money is
coming from
relative.
Money. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, he's got a sad story, man. If you watch the podcast, he speaks about it.
Okay. I just saw the thumbnail.
But he was just speaking about perspective. Would he learn to respect taxi drivers? Because these guys are trying to get people to work. They sit in traffic. The reason they're cutting is not because they hate you. It's because people are trying to get to work. Those people trying to get to work that they're cutting in traffic for are the ladies that must have your coffee ready when you get to work. And the reason that maybe they're a bit late today is because their child was sick in the morning and they needed to organize. So he asks people in the podcast to have a bit of empathy for taxi drivers.
Yeah, look,
But I'm speaking to this thing of
it's-
in our privilege and in our aircon cars, we become detached from the fact that other people also work hard. Other people are also trying to make ends meet.
I would
It's
like
not that taxi drivers are these wealthy guys who are like, oh, let me go and fuck up rich people's day today and cut in to traffic.
I would argue that some people work, especially blue collar, way harder.
Sure.
You
Well,
know,
from a physical mostly.
From a physical point. From a physical point, you think of construction. You know, like
Maybe
Back
taxi
breaking work.
drivers themselves.
Taxi drivers, yeah.
drivers, yeah. I remember.
I used to drive as a meter taxi driver. It's
a
so
killer.
sucking.
It's a killer. I remember I had some trees that I wanted to dig out lapha endlini, ne? Ngathi ngipigi. What a piggy boy. Angithi ngiyajima mina. So ngitough.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, come on.
But you're not pig strong.
Hey baba. Ushayele onto. The following day, the blisters on my little soft little girly hands. The blisters. And I still have another tree to take out. And now there's blisters, boy. Then you start realizing what there's people that do this. And kumbule mina, I'm doing it for an hour. It's an hour.
Sure.
And then I go and hey, is the coke, is it ibabanda faka my ice? I want to ngiphakele because I'm a hard-working
Today
person.
I want lamb chops.
Yeah,
Fuck. I
did you
was
see what I
working.
did? Huh? Did you take content so I can post? Huh? Did you? For an hour, the following day, blisters all over my hands.
Yeah,
And
it's
I'm
not
thinking
the
there's
same.
people about shy piggy from Exen to Ntambama non-stop.
Kona machita kupeli fiber, man. Ah, yaspano.
Did you see here they're trying to fix the potholes? Did you see that much it shaya piggy on like a
Ta.
Oh! La, puma nje uthi amajita ashange piggy because the pothole ayikho right for so fabe goope around.
When they speak about back breaking, they actually mean it. Because most shaya insimbi onto a hard surface,
Hey.
bone.
The vibration.
That bone work on a
There's
regular.
those drum machine. No, a piggy. Bashange piggy. And I'm like, wow. Wow. So the people work hard. But with that being said, I respect most 98% of taxi drivers. But you do get that 2%.
98.
Yeah, you do get 2%.
Maybe 85.
Yeah, 85.
Yeah,
'Cause
khona machita mfethu nje.
that ride that
ayanyanyisa.
wave. And for
Awona
me,
ndaba waceli awaxolisi fuck all. I feel fuck all for lawo machita.
Kathofa uthi ini and I because obviously amachita avele ngithi nambolo yabona fire yabona abanye bavele bakhomba umuntu sure you are aware some people are just jerks for no reason angiyakulanda mina unfortunately irobot libomvu ngelishaya sorry mamsibi ngishaya robot ngamlanda lomchita and my fear
Not necessary.
no it's not necessary but it's necessary.
Are you a socialist?
In what sense?
So you were speaking about justice and fairness and people getting taxed
Yeah.
or penalized. Do you believe in living in a society where we help out the less privileged? The people that have more should legislated to give to the ones that have less, to try and uplift them. And in an ideal world, everyone should sort of be earning well if they're willing to work hard. So a nurse should earn a good salary, same as a surgeon, same as a president, same as a street sweeper. They don't have to earn the same, but they all have decent living
Decent.
wages.
Yeah, I believe that people deserve a decent life
Sure.
generally.
And those that don't have, the ones that have should compensate somewhat to their living. Not the lazy. Not to be mistaken with helping the lazy.
With handouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not to be mistaken with
Because
that.
that's what the
Yeah,
current model
yeah.
is. It's handouts, man.
The current model is tricky because it comes from good intentions, but the unintended consequences are that. But social welfare is meant to say you have social welfare is, and this is how I know South Africa is not a one united country and not one family. Social welfare is you did well at school. I struggled at school. My mom used to beat me up because I used to fail. You were getting straight A's.
Sure.
And now you go and you get a job and you're like, I've got a brother back home who's not really academically gifted. I just want to pay for his welding course or his car mechanic course so that he can. And while he's learning that 6-month course, ngizobe ngimthumela imali for impuphu and those things. So that becomes social welfare. Manje, in this country, unfortunately, it's sort of like there's no expectation to do anything.
There was a lighty that sent me a DM like a month ago, 2 months ago, in fact. Maybe even more than that. And he's doing his honors at UJ and he's like, hey, Goodman, I need mentorship. You know those chats? Please, can you be my mentor? This is what I'm trying to do. And I remember I just asked him one question. I was like, who do you mentor? And he's like, currently no one. I was like, once you have 3 people that you mentor, then come chat to me.
Jeez, that's tough, but that's dope.
And he's never come back. Because you realize, Uguti, in South Africa, we've created a space where
That's actually very nice. I like that.
where people are expecting
Yes,
and they don't pay it forward.
sure.
You know,
Or
because
pay it back.
Or pay it back.
Well, it's
or-
called paying it forward.
Yeah, I actually want you to pay it forward because you're in the honors class, bro. Like,
A first year nyana,
you're in the honors class.
free tutoring once
You
a
in
week.
the honors class. They're reaching out and you want me to give you my time for free. You want me to give you my little bit of knowledge that I have, whatever skills and networking for free, but you're not willing to pay it forward. So I was like, Chief, once you get 3,
Chat to me.
yeah, I'll come. But the first meeting that I have is these 3 people. I want to know how you're helping them. And we chat and we take it from there. And then there's certain objectives and KPIs that I'm going to
But
set for
seriously,
you.
Fitz, how do we solve this mentorship thing? I'm speaking about
Yeah.
specifically me and you, but we can add other gents in our circle that also passionately like sharing. Sia, Debza, Shaga,
Look, we're going to mentor via the podcast.
only.
Outside of that, give me.
Gents love contact. Eh? It's a thing.
I'm happy to. But I'm not. I'm not willing to. Where. What's that Somizi line? Would say, I'm making money or you making money? Well, am I making money or am I losing money? No? Am I making money or am I losing money? Am I learning? Or are you like, what's the win? Give me, I'll gladly give to charity if charity then gives to charity.
Sure.
Ne? So if I give you my Nike t-shirt, ne, that's still in relatively good use, give your Mr. Price top with a hole to someone who's topless. But if you are not paying it forward,
So what you're saying now is what lighties want to hear in real life. But they want to see you. They want to feel your energy. Virtual only goes so far. Sometimes people actually want to be in the room with you. Because I don't know if you know. I remember when I was young. There's a celebrity on TV. You're a huge fan of them. Something happens when you meet them in real life. And you see them. Something happens.
I think what we're sleeping on is more of these talks, these live talks that we did.
Maybe once a month at a tertiary institution. It can be informal because UJ and SFVITS, we can jump in without and just chill it by the matrix or the student center and just be like, guys, come through. Let's have a chat for 2 hours and then we leave.
I'd like it a little bit more formalized in those spaces. The chat that we would like to have, I want it to be a space where we say, look, we're charging this amount. That's entrance. However, if you send us an email, explaining your financial situation, we'll put you on the list. Free of charge. If you can send us an email, uchaza ukuthi no, I really like the show.
Don't you want to do the paid stuff for guys who are working and able?
No,
and then be like, for students, we can.
No. I want to do the paid stuff for, because when I say students, there's levels in students. You know, I remember I was in varsity with this chick who, mom and dad were separated, and they were fighting. Dad was in London, mom was in Saudi Arabia, and they both used to give her pocket money of $1,000 a month.
That's an outlier, right?
No, well, the varsity I went in was a lot of people from Zim and whatnot. So I don't want to blanket students, because I don't want to blanket.
She probably won't DM you for mentorship.
It's fine. I'm saying, Muti, if you really want to come in, send an email. Just say, hey, my name is Banbani, this is my situation, but I'd still like to come. Perfect. We'll put you on the list. Whether you are working, whether you are 40 years old, whether you've never had a chance to actually get into university, so you're not a student, you're just an unemployed person, you know, write an email, you get to come in for free. Other people that are happy to, or are able to rather, whether they are 18 or whether they're 48, if they are able to pay the entrance fee, they must pay.
Do you have a mentor and a mentee?
I think not in a formal sense that I have a mentor, but I have people that I look to for like just personal enrichment as a person that I learn from.
Do you meet up with them physically?
Not necessarily, because I learn differently. I'm more of an observer, so I can also take information in, like just watching someone. So I'd say I'm
allowed to record you. No.
For what? Behind the scenes?
BTS.
No.
Sing it.
He's asked to not be included.
I'm just asking.
It's
I'm
okay.
asking
It's
for
okay.
permission. Guang, guang.
But what I'm trying to say is that I'm a low maintenance mentee.
So some people are mentoring you without realizing.
Yes.
You prefer that?
Because I'm also not like out there like that. So you can be my mentor without knowing it.
Mentees? Or it's also indirect like that, like you just try and help people out without making it formal.
Yeah, I'm very helpful, and I'm also very
Copy act.
proactive in like being helpful. So say for instance, mhlawumbe ngisipana nomuntu who's new in the game. I'll go out of my way to say, yo, like this industry is structured like this. So this is how you should move. If you come in as an intern, make sure that you've got your transport sorted. If you don't, let's see how that looks like.
Yeah.
But also then I also open myself up to like being of assistance to people. But then I guess my struggle is boundaries.
What do you mean?
Like, so sometimes maybe I'm assisting you sort of in trying to grapple with, let's say, set etiquette or whatever. Where I struggle is where now you can't draw the line between me and Sizwe are doing this exchange, and now there's like a bit of like socializing creeping in. That's where I struggle.
So they stop being professional.
Yeah, I struggle when people are no longer clear about the exchange. That's where I start to
This is
struggle.
women.
Generally, I like very neat boxes and things. Like our exchange here is this. Let's keep it here, so that should anything, mhlampe,
But you don't vocalize it.
I do.
Oh.
Should anything,
Like let's say you're mentoring a young boy and he's coming in for a kiss. Sort of. And you're like, hey, boundaries.
Line. Trust it.
Well, but what I'm saying is that for me, then it's easier for us to go back should we need to evaluate, improve. Because then we had a certain sort of like very definitive box that we work in. So we're also able to definitively evaluate what we're doing.
You're speaking work. Outside of work,
Yeah, I was about to say, because I've seen
like a mentor.
I've seen you
For
chat,
life.
and then Jim switch. Like I've seen you switch. So I'm wondering
that-
why. I've seen us having chats, and then when it's craft, switch,
Yeah.
and then you finish it and you jump back. I've seen those.
Yeah. Look, there are people that I'm not one thing with. And those that are people that
Couple of boxes.
yeah, those are people that are in my intimate setting. If you're not in my intimate setting, you're gonna get one version of me. And we're gonna define that. It's because of my own personality. I've suffered in the past with not defining things, and now you're stretched, and now things get weird, and now we're resentful, you know. So I don't want that.
Do you know people like that? The moment you explain that, I've seen a lot of people like that struggle from when it comes to money chats.
Yeah.
Because they've created this persona. Like, let's say, for example, on AMAGENTS, people see me like this. But when it's Chankura chat, I chat Chankura. And if it doesn't make sense, it makes no money. And I've seen people that struggle with boundaries. It's funny, when there's certain things, they'll complain on the back end, but they're not saying it to the people that are relevant. They will waffle. And they're the ones that masek pagwa, they eat last. Because they don't know how to say, hey, listen, chap, since I'm lana.
Oh yeah. No.
That's a personal development thing, though.
Yeah. So conversations like that, I like to have them in the forefront. It's like, okay, we're doing this thing. What does it look like?
Now I'm talking once you've built that relationship.
Yeah.
You spoke about the person who's outside of that circle.
Yeah.
You've now had X many months.
Yeah.
Them seeing you like that. Now there's an opportunity to potentially make money.
Yeah.
But because they've seen you like this, I've seen those energies struggle.
The problem is you.
What?
In that example that you're giving, in that context,
Me being Penson or the person?
you building a lacquer chat. We laugh, hey, producer, what's up? Ah! And then khulunywa imali mase kushintsha ubuso. And you're like, no, I'm gonna need an invoice. And you're like, hey, it's you. I think somewhere, somehow, there's something you're not communicating.
I'm saying, let's say...
Even in the laughs, to be like, hey, Buffett, me now, when it comes to money, I shift.
No, I'm saying, there's chats that, on money chats. You're going to watch Bafana.
Yeah.
My mentor says, or my mentor, call him, hey, Penson, where you watching the game? I'm watching it at XYZ. We go, we watch, we have fun. Then they tell me, and my dad works for this brand. For me, at that point, listen, switch.
And you're saying they struggle.
I've seen most people.
Yeah, the problem is you. So I think you must, maybe, if it's a problem for you.
No.
If it's not a problem, cool. If it's a problem for you because they're uncomfortable, try soft launches.
Oh, no. I'm saying it's a problem for most people I know. That's why most people struggle to negotiate salary.
Oh.
Or most people struggle.
They don't know how to shift from let's laugh
There's a
to
social.
let's...
Or even like a rate card. So you have people that, and not because I've taken advantage, because that's the wrong word. That
The right word is what? Exploited.
right word is abang nilang rate card.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so I asked, can you do this? And they said, sure. And I said, okay, here's the brief. And they did it. I'm waiting. No one's invoicing me. So now what must I do?
You must ask them for an invoice.
I'm going to favor, shoot. I'm going to say, I need you to do this. And
Oh,
you
I
don't-
understand what you mean.
And you don't say, what's the budget? So then you have a
You
lot of
sound
people.
like a...
Oh yeah, I mean there are
Like a
people like
cheater.
that.
I was at this function and I remember we were chatting and one of the things that I love doing is saying, look guys, what's the budget?
Yeah.
So you're not going to say to me, hey, how much do you charge for an appearance? I go, what's the budget? Because I know you.
This
Yeah,
comes from
money.
experience though, right?
Can I tell you one of the things that has allowed me to become so aggressive on that point is because I don't think of me now. I think of the kiddies and their amounts. So give me, when someone says, hey, we can't pay like this, I
Are
say,
you telling me as soon as you had your first child, you switched?
no, as soon as I got dead broke.
So experience.
Yes.
You learned it through experience.
Through the experience of, it's one thing to be broke, ngwami, it's something else when there's mouths. So it's no longer, is it Cinderella Man? Where Russell Crowe is a boxer.
Then he
and there's a
starts
time
begging.
where he's begging. You start realizing, Uti, I need to remove me because I've been broke for most of my life. So that's not a problem with
Yeah.
me being broke. The problem is that there's mouths here. So then you start realizing when people say, hey, Donna, we need you. So I was like, what's the budget? I was like, no, you need to meet me halfway. I've got 4 kids, though.
But other guys, the
someone.
guys that struggle either don't have the experience, they maybe don't have the kids.
Yeah.
So they need some type
But
of mentorship.
find something. Hey, Donna, my mom, I'm a breadwinner at home. Meet me halfway.
Outside of
thing,
outside of
whatever your
work, do
thing
you
is.
have mentors, mentees for life, personal life?
Yeah, like I said, it's the same way. A lot of it,
Do you have, let's say for example, a man or a couple of men
Yeah,
that you like, maybe they're 50,
yeah,
60, you're like, this guy sort of is living a life that I admire, even in bits, and I'm hoping to gain some wisdom. How did you get here where you don't drink?
yeah,
Or how you're raising your family? Or
yeah.
You have
yeah.
that?
Yeah, I do. I do.
You meet up with them.
Some I meet up with them innovately, and it's like we're in the same space. And then I just absorb.
You don't think you should be more intentional? Or is it
their
just
knowledge.
a personality thing for you?
You know, that thing of like never meet your heroes. Yeah. So I like to sort of like take the bits that work. So because I find that getting into someone's life deeper,
Kills the
yeah,
mirage.
yeah, it sometimes
Maybe you need that.
Look, it does happen. But I think, yeah, my learning style and like how I get mentored
You're happy.
happens that way. I think now that I'm opening myself up to like doing other things, yeah, I'm more open to sort of like being in
Proximity.
Yeah, in proximity.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I mean, I'm a firm believer in doing your due diligence
yeah,
because a lot of mentors that I used to have, like that's where can be it's a celebrity or a person
Yeah.
who you realize they you're not star, you actually find yourself, you think you're running towards it,
Yeah.
but you're on the treadmill because it is it's a network.
yeah.
You know, they started this business. I only know that business. And once I find out, and I'm trying my best and I'm not figuring out, like,
Yeah.
then you realize, no, man, that's actually his father's business. He actually is a manager.
And
but he
there's a lot
sells
more
it like
intricate
that,
things
you know,
there.
or he's just at this or he's just at that. And you see it, especially in so many rugby circles. Imagine the job of steroid, ne? Because they were told, you eat your veggies, you eat 6 meals a day, we are chima by 7 vegi.
Yeah.
And then it was over grand from afar. God, those people from afar, abash with Bachovizi. So now
We're filming, man.
you're so unprofessional. So Labantu Laba, bring out the king in you, bro. I take
One
that
day,
back, king.
one day when I'm big, I want to
King.
do review videos. One day when I'm big, I just wish I had more discipline.
Review
I could actually have
videos
taken
of-
that, sit down with Jagucha, Jesus Joy,
Yeah. chopped
chopped it up into bits, and then play a piece, and then I come in and I'm like, these are my thoughts. And
Oh,
one
okay.
day when I'm big,
I've always wanted to do that. I thought
Please carry on.
I thought the beginning of my YouTube journey
was going to be that.
was going to be
doing
reviews.
review videos.
Yeah, of local South African.
Review videos,
Podcasts.
Q&A streaming is actually where I think
I 100%
Murder
thought
it.
that's where my YouTube journey was going to start. I'm in the bottom corner for the mic, and the video plays for 30
then you
seconds.
shall pause.
Then I pause and I speak to that, and the video plays again. That's where I wish. So if anyone can help me, guys. Anyway, so I've realized the importance of getting to know your heroes, because then you really get to see and understand better how they got to where they got. It's when you realize that wrestling is fake. That's when you are safest from a spinal injury.
And look, there's nothing wrong with also getting close to some of your heroes. I don't believe in getting close to your heroes, by the way, for probably similar reasons as you. But sometimes there's nothing wrong with getting close to them so that you can see the filth and then remove them as a hero and keep it moving. Because you've now learned, oh, that person doesn't really slap that guy's chest. It's fake. Now I know what. When they say he's a super athlete, they mean an athlete like that. Or then you go to Mike Tyson, like, oh, so Mike Tyson doesn't really punch these guys like this. By we, sir. Oh, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're trying to get out of it.
I don't see it as fake. It's just a
No, fake based on what you understood. them.
Yes.
To be like, this
So-
guy's such a great family man. Can't he sleeping with his PA and all the
so for
interns
me,
at work?
all my heroes are still my heroes. They've just reminded me about being a human. So it allows me to be Superman and Clark Kent. So all my heroes,
You believe in getting close to heroes?
yes, so that I can see the Superman and the Clark Kent. I need to understand, Uti, you seem like you've got all the time to do all of these things. How's it happening? Then you go and you realize, Uti, hey, okay, this guy's got a PA, a manager, and this, that handles his whole calendar. And you're like, oh, okay, if I ever wanted that, I need to build a team. Other people don't know. Or you're like, this guy's got all the time, what's happening? And you realize, Uti, this guy's a workaholic. Plus, he's depressed and he's got no one at home.
Sure.
So he doesn't want to be endlini by himself. So for him being at the office till 8, 9, is perfect. And he wants to, and if he's not at the office, he's out till late entertaining clients.
What time do you need to leave?
No, 7.
It's 2:45.
Okay. Okay.
I've got 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. So, uzoza lo muntu lo engihamba naye ezongilanda. With that being said, you're a workaholic. For me to only realize, Uguti, no man, you are depressed. There's no one to go home to, and I'll phone Windlin alone, type of thing. There's a friend of ours who was here doing. They were ghosting, ne, in a similar space, and he was talking about how he works from like 10 at night until like 8 in the morning or 6 in the morning, and he sleeps. Then he wakes up again at 2 in the afternoon, So if you're on the outside, and let's say you're only seeing him and he's posting at 11 at night, and he posts again something at 1 and at 3:30, and then he posts again at 5. You're like, this guy, he's grinding 24/7.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand what's going 6 when you wake up to go to grind. That's when he's sleeping and recovering, because he works off a different pattern than yours. But those type of things you only find out when your hero is close and you get to know the intricacy. And who did he got his money from?
Jeez.
So I'm chasing this thing, but I'm chasing the wrong star. Give me, that's what it's saying. And I'm not saying he didn't take what he had and multiply, but it gives me that in. And if I wanted to become a Diddy, I now have a better blueprint on how to go about that, versus just seeing him on Bad Boys for Life type of situation.
Okay.
Made me see Will Smith. I was like, okay, so senior song.
I haven't watched What a Week, but DJ Fresh has just moved to Kaya FM.
Yeah.
I want to send a big shout out to the big dog. He's replacing Usizwe Dlomo. But there's a clip that was trending where he was explaining his leaving. I think it's 938
yeah.
FM. And many people are asking Tao, Baba, can't he,
You didn't say bye.
do you not own shares at that radio station? I haven't watched What a Week, but I think he addresses some of that there. But I just wanted to say congrats to him and say, things are not always as they seem. Because I think Greg Maloka was there, and he's also now moved, I think, to Kaya.
There's a couple of people that I know within the advertising space that are quite grumpy at that, and they currently at
They're grumpy about what?
about how that radio station was run. Obviously, they were running ads on the station. Now it's financial disputes that go back to a couple of years, even. So it's.
I'm kind of happy, to be honest. A part of me is happy.
Why?
I studied economics at school. Not that it means much in the context of what I'm about to say, but I studied economics outside of school a lot. And, you hear the politicians or some of the politicians say it and people don't get it. The issue is the system of capitalism, where some of us thought it was just racism. Some of the issues we have are not racism.
They're not.
It's capitalism. So when you hear actors complaining about Ferguson films, when you hear people speak about certain production companies or Open Mic, Abo Master KG, or Abo Ambitious, and you're like, I'm fair to dark, and you're like, oh, it was actually never like a white-black thing. It was a system thing. So sometimes people need to go through these things so that you can understand that business and the way it's run It doesn't work on friendship and goodwill and those things. It actually works on contracts and money and so when you sue someone, I'm suing Penson because I didn't get paid on AMAGENTS.
Yeah.
But isn't that your brother? Yes. How fair? And then, oh well, sespanini. And umchi doesn't meet his end of the contract. But you can't do that to your brother. Cain killed Abel. I'm like, okay, angazi who Cain killed Abel the way, but I'm telling you, sespanana, and umchi does not meeting his requirements. Because now if he's gonna fart around and I'm not getting mine, and I'm gonna keep saying, it's my brother. And then now the brothers have had a fallout, and you're like, it's okay. Because we weren't respecting each other professionally. But if he has the maturity to be grand outside,
we really don't understand how contracts are, because if you're looking at, let's say you are signed with Ambitious as an example, not even Ambitious, whatever, Afrotainment, and you sign a 10% or 15% contract. You know, people don't understand that. They think it's 100,000, whatever the case may be. And then when you say, well, I only get 15,000 and I still have to pay tax on that 15,000, or how, you know, and they fight you, and you're like, well, look, you work at a hospital as a nurse. What percentage of what abantu bakokayo are you?
No idea.
You know,
Yeah.
so
They have no idea.
Again, they are employed by the record label.
We're so financially
You know,
ignorant. We're so financially ignorant.
They take it as a job. So this person is actually earning a salary of 35,000 Rand when he's 21. Break it down like that. Don't look at how much they are bringing in. Because again, you as a nurse working at a private hospital, looking after a person who's just had a heart surgery that cost them 2.5 million, you're still going to earn your 20K in a month. So you don't go, 2.5 million for the past 8 weeks, therefore I need to make 200. It doesn't work that way. So for entertainment, I always find it weird when it comes to the DJs, the musicians, the soccer players, you know.
People are still not having the chance. There's another clip. I haven't watched the podcast. I don't even know what podcast it is, but I'm going to try and find it. Uhlomla Dandala is sitting with some other people and they're speaking about the industry.
Yeah.
And they speak about there's
Called
no...
One Take.
It's called?
One Take.
One Take on YouTube.
Yeah.
One Take podcast.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Uhlomla Dandala is speaking about how there's no South African director that's made 70 million Rand and how there's no money and there's what. Like he's breaking down the industry in a way that other people haven't in the past.
Yes, everyone does have a cell phone. Look across to the east. Look at what they're doing with their cell phones. Wow, that's brilliant. We could totally do that for our people here. Let's do that. Let's find ways of entertaining them here. Okay, sharp. But then how do you monetize? Because that money has got to go from their pocket and go through a system and end up in your pocket as the filmmaker, so that you can make a better film for your second one, and an even better one for your third one. And then when you understand. And so you create those systems.
Yeah.
You get together you sit with bankers and say, how do you make sure that everyone is banked? How does the money teach me? How does the money go from that pocket to here? You speak to telcos. How is it that when I say I'm buying airtime, money comes out of my bank account? What's the process there?
Yeah.
Replicate it.
And one of the things that saddens me is soccer players going broke, DJs screwing each other over, actors asking for money. But these guys don't sit down at any time and explain. This was the contract I signed. This is how much I was earning so that we can learn. But think about complaints, they want money, and then life goes on. But even after they've been sorted, they don't come back.
No,
I knew it was coming maybe 8 years ago now. The Vodacom, please call me guy, Unkosana Makati or Makati, something like that. I think he fought for like 17, 18 years. Last year he got paid. I don't know how many South Africans know that he was paid and there was a settlement. There's another company now that's claiming 40% of that payout. Some company listed in one of these islands that's a tax haven.
Yeah.
The bottom line is so many people are saying justice, let's boycott Vodacom, I'm going to cancel my contract. There were a few things he said, like 8 or 9 years ago, where I realized, hey, this guy is not a black activist. He's not fighting for black people. This is not a Steve Biko moment. He's not saying, guys, please support me. The guy's got a case. The case has gone to court. He's got lawyers. They're working. At no point did he ever ask the public, guys, please support me. Because if he did, not that he owes us money, but then to come back and be like, guys, I finally won. I'm not allowed to disclose the amount, but I just want to say thank you so much. One day, wherever, and Nami, I hope I can help you one day. He made his money, left, and I know for me, those things used to trigger me. Why is Siyakolisi quiet on quotas? And Siyakolisi is not a black activist. He's never gotten on a podium saying, I'm here to fight for the black rugby player child. No. If Upumel is Lali Nezwite, please come to me. I'll use my... Never.
He's never
but
said that.
We see a black person, then we want to jump on. And then... But I'm just saying, these guys that go through this shit, if you can, for not even for other people, for your children, to be like, let me document this so that you guys don't get screwed over like me. But they just keep quiet. They get paid out, life goes on, they get funding, they disappear, and then the next time we see them is when they're asking for help again. When other people ask for help, they are nowhere to be seen.
The crazy thing, I was actually having a chat with a colleague today. I was talking about my journey in education, and like, oh, they wanted to get into education as well. But they were told that teachers...
In schooling?
Yeah, able to teach. But teachers don't make money. And I go, that narrative needs to stop, bro. Because I know exactly how much people are earning
everywhere
in the spaces that I'm in.
Public,
I don't know everywhere.
Private.
But I'm just talking about just working in a corporate space. So
okay.
You've just graduated with your diploma, ban NQF, whatever level, and now you work for a bank. And I know how much those people are earning. And I know how much teachers are earning. I know, Guti, if you are, again, I'm not talking about surgeons or advocates. I'm just saying the average teacher's salary versus the average South African who thinks teachers are poor.
Sure.
Oh, Lord.
I realized teachers have money when I saw that Otisha Baselokshini ingane zabo ifunde ema private school and they live in the suburbs and they drive cars.
People
I was like,
people have a skew.
Teachers have money.
It's not just that.
That's having a mom who's a teacher. Why is Twele yedo?
Think about that. So you think about medical aid that teachers receive, or UIF pension fund. Some get housing subsidies.
Yeah.
All these add-ons, and then you say, okay, Sharp, you work at a bank. How much are you pulling? Then you're like, oh no, I pull 25K a month gross, 30K a month gross. And I was like, you know that if you worked at a teacher right now, you'd be sitting at HOD status, making 36K plus
all
medical aid, plus. So again, who's winning here? And you work and you've got 20 leave days in a year. 28 leave days in a year. Teacher.
Gang leave
teacher.
days.
So you start to think, and you're trying to, when you compare apples to apples, you realize, Guti, we were sold a lemon.
And the average teacher will show you something 2-3. The average teacher at a public school.
Yeah, maybe 2-3 on a Monday and a Tuesday. Yeah, that's the average on a Friday. But Ingane past one on a Friday. There's no sports on a Friday.
Bye.
The average teacher on a Friday. On a Friday. The average teacher doesn't coach sports.
Coach sports.
Nothing.
There's no sports. I wish I knew the data, but if I had to thumb suck in my head, I'd guess that the average school in this country doesn't have sports.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
And if they do,
soccer
they might
and
have
netball,
maybe.
Average Kasi school in this country.
Maybe.
Hey, I'm not sure. Maybe. But
Very
even in the maybe, doesn't mean the teacher's coaching.
Yeah, of course.
Very few coaches.
Yeah.
Could be one of the local girls coach. But again, you think, Guti, you are 28 years old, you started teaching, let's say at 22, also HOD English or grade 9, you're making that young 32K.
Good money.
Great money.
Good money.
You get a housing
But
subsidy.
complain no teacher.
Because in their mind, they like asina mali. Because if I was a doctor,
Kube ngodokotela
I'm going
ngabe
to
nemali.
100,000. Yeah, but
I'm sure Toyota have a whole 100,000 as well.
But again,
the data is so misleading.
Here's the thing, because you'll say 100,000. Let's say they work, they get 100,000.
Yeah.
Now we have to calculate hours put in.
Yes.
So let's take a calendar year, and we think about the hours that a teacher works in a calendar year, and we look at a doctor on a calendar year, and then we work out how many hours, and then we calculate
The figure.
cost per hour.
Yeah.
How much are you earning on an hour?
Yeah.
Then you realize, go to teacher, earns more than 90% of this country.
2 school teachers in our household are earning very well. Their
More than
kids are going
90%.
to. Their 2 kids are at a private school,
Oh,
and they both own cars, and they live in a decent house in the suburbs.
Angbalig if the one is teaching at a private school and the other one is at a government school, because then low teacher private, he doesn't have to get medical aid, delay, discover, Delta saver. They can get onto each
And we James, Baba.
good gem. So medical aid le mali le got the subsidy lo 50% usuyabuya ngapha.
In this country, to be honest, being a government employee,
lo fundisa government uyisingane kuphi ngapha kwa private school, because lo fundisa private school so 50% discount. Yabona.
living large.
Living la vida, and in some spaces, depending on how senior you are, you can even get 75% discount.
Abanye bawo tutor
Yabona.
on the side.
Now you're a tutor. Ushaya maths is what, 450 an hour, 500 at a private school, law. So now you're thinking what you're doing 2 sessions in the afternoon.
That's 9 clipper.
Come on, just gama sessions la. Just gama sessions. Like people have no idea in the landscape that we're living in South Africa how well teachers have it. They have no idea, because again they're comparing what they have to the North Star, to the 1%. Instead
People
of saying,
just don't know. People just don't know. They are cool, but they don't know.
I really think that the average teacher is in that 10% bracket.
Top 10%.
I believe so. Maybe top 15. If I'm just saying, if we look at the landscape of South Africa, I really think, because
Yeah, let's go top 10% to be safe.
'Cause if
I was
you
going to say top 5.
could be. Because think about it.
I'll tell you the data that's out there. This is median, not average.
Okay.
I know people don't understand the difference. I'll make an easy example. It's about 3 like Rumin when we hold 1 million.
Yeah.
Mina no producers hold 100,000 each.
Yeah.
1 million a month,
Yeah.
100,000
100.
each. That's 1.2.
2 divided by 3.
Divided by 3 is 4,812. 400,000. So the average is 400,000.
Yes.
But Tina's all 100,000 when we hold 1 million.
yes.
The median is the midpoint.
Yes.
So the median amongst the 3 of us would probably be 100,000 or 150,000 or 200,000, whatever.
Got you. Yeah.
So the median income that Stats SA and SARS data gave us over the last, let's say, 5 years or so, the average salary, the median salary, the median salary for people that are working, not the unemployed, for people that are working was 3.8 a month. That's 50%. That's what median is. The 50%
Of the workforce.
3.8. Then the top 10% at that time was 7,300.
Come on. What's entry level on government school teachers?
If you don't have
14,000.
if you don't have a
gross?
qualification, I think you'll go 8-9. If you've got a basic,
No, I'm talking about teacher on says what government?
BEd and says,
You're a qualified teacher. If
Sure.
BEd,
so
or
15,
PGCE.
17, take home.
No, not take home. No.
14, you said.
I'd say gross salary would be 15 as in first year
15.
teacher. Gross. Yeah, but then on 15 you get taxed 2.5, let's say.
Sure.
Yeah, so you do take, you take home about 12.
The 10% was at 7.3, and then the 1% was at 49,000. This is after tax.
40?
49
Or after tax?
after tax, yeah.
Oh, because I was about to say, Guti, that's now deputy principal level. Okay.
So 49.
Okay,
so if you look at 10% at 8,000, let's take the 10%
so
up to
49,000
15.
is what? 70K salary.
So let's take the 10% up to 15,000. So Muntaholu 15,000 up is in the top 10% to be safe.
The average teacher is not top 10%. They're top 5%.
That's what I was saying. Let's keep it at top 10 to be
it's top
safe.
5. No. Because if I were to look at the average salary of a teacher, I'm looking at about 30
30,000.
gross.
Not
Not take home.
I was going to say 24 gross before tax. But it's not important.
Yeah, it's not important. But no.
But Otisha Fetu, bahola kahle, baphila kahle, it's difficult to fire them. They have gang holidays. Manager by Nigel and Fetu and teach the kids. Yes, teaching kids is very important
guys,
and
please
sensitive.
get into education. Like, I promise you.
No, they
it's-
mustn't get into education.
Why not?
Please don't get into education.
Why not?
There's these things that I've learned in life, man, that if it's not a calling, leave it alone. Because it's such a sensitive space.
No. I'm talking to those that have a calling, but unfortunately, due to e system and these whatever information, then they don't go into teaching.
Yourself, people
So-
like Sunshine Game and Fetu left.
Yes, but again,
corporate to
but-
go into
but he's
education.
not
That's
the
dope.
norm. Most people
Understand.
finishing matric, that want to become teachers.
I want those guys to get into education.
That's what I'm saying.
Guys like you and Uskane.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying, guys get into education. Don't fall into the trap of what status quo says. I'm a chemical engineer. If that's not for you, then for me,
The other funny thing, man, it's just, again, we just don't have career counseling in this country. To be honest, to be fully honest, if you are excelling at school,
yeah.
if school is coming easy and you love sports and culture and the whole vibe and you are a head boy, those people should stay in the system
And be teachers.
and be in because that's the,
Because they've cracked the system.
I'm trying to think of examples. I just don't know if I can mention their names.
They've cracked the system.
Let me not mention, should I mention names?
Don't mention them.
No, I'll mention, it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing. So Pumla was head boy at school. He's in education now at the highest level. Prime. The Pearson family are all in education. And Luke was head boy, I think at Grey.
Shout out, wait, I just want
You
to
know
say,
what I
I want to say shout out to Usopumla Ngoma. Like, you know when you see, because Usopumla, like you guys, are Makhotman, when he coached my eldest son, you could see
Passion.
You could see it, Lungelo. It was just
He's a really
oozing.
good coach.
And when he left the school, and I watched him cry, like we are Kalindang and Pela. I was like, okay,
Invested.
We need more people in the world that have that passion.
Yeah.
Like think about it in a corporate space. When people leave one job for another, you've never seen people crying, shaking to a point where
People in corporate don't
people
cry
go from
when
one
they
bank
leave.
to another bank like it's nothing.
Nah, in corporate people don't cry when they leave.
No, they're happy because now they're going from bank X to bank Y.
School teachers cry.
School teachers cry
Yeah.
because of the passion,
Yeah.
you know. So when Usopumla was crying, there was something else. And then
Luke Pearson, man.
Luke
Family is just passionate about
Luke-
education globally.
I think he's also now he's a deputy there.
Brilliant. It was inevitable. Because the rumors I heard, was it rumors? But anyways, the elder men in his family, headmasters in the top schools in the country, I think in the UK, you know, and they're not making it difficult. It's like, this is our calling, this is the family business. Then again, with good career counseling, it's, since you guys like talking, mentoring kids, please don't go into mining. Don't do that. We're begging you. Stay here and then maybe consult, maybe go speak to guys in mining and ask, how can we make the money you're making but doing what we do? Can we come and speak to the kids in the communities where you guys are mining as part of your CSI? Can we come to the banks and speak to guys who are not doing well? But we'll do what we do. We just want to get paid more. But we want to stay here because we are willing to do this gratis, pro bono on a Saturday with 5 pub kids. I was mentoring a lighty today who's in high school, who's playing rugby, my fave. He's playing wing. And in the team he's in, I've been watching some of his games. He's not getting as much ball as I think he should for the talent that I've seen. So the conversation was, the school you're in, the type of rugby that they play, I think you must change position to get closer to the ball.
Yeah.
So maybe move from wing to scrum half. That conversation, those are things that we could do for free. Now imagine if someone says, this is Trevor Noah in stand-up comedy.
We'll pay you for that.
Someone says, we need you to come and speak to our boys. They're a bit deflated. We dropped the boy from the A team to the B team. The boys just lost their derby. We need you guys to come in spend a few days with them to earn their trust. And here and there just touch on, hey, I saw you with that girl. Is that your girlfriend? Nah, she broke up with me after we lost the derby, whatever.
Yep.
We need you guys. And, we're going to pay you 50,000 Rand for the week. And you're like, you could pay us
I think
Porto's slap chips.
Once you find that thing, the system needs to, because again, this is where the schooling system messes you up. How do I make money or how do I monetize that thing?
This is what I'm saying. The challenge then becomes go and consult, go seek therapy, but you must be like, this is my calling. I crack jokes. People laugh when I'm in a room. I don't want to stop doing that because people come to me and they're like, my man, I remember you in varsity. I remember you in high school. Hey, in fact, you were such a bright spark. Even my mom. Oh, Penson. Hey, that's why it's so funny. That's your gift. I think you need to get coached to take because what's going to happen is you're not going to make money.
Doesn't Germany do something like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
You're gonna get to a point where you're like, Lendiama jokes doesn't make money. I'm gonna go be a receptionist Here,
to feed the kids, yeah.
I'm gonna make 12,000 rand, and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, this." Even at work, you're making people laugh. The next guy, Uskumba, Pops, the same guy, Uskumba, Pops, are doing the thing that you're doing, and they're making good money. But because we don't have good career guidance, we lose this whole thing. I see value.
Isa ngikhohliwe ukusenda impahla la. Mana ngicela uvala igate. Ngizoya kubani manje la. No, singihamba vele. Eish. Manje ngazi ke ngipresana. You know what I realized? Lento kade shiwo umunye umuntu katelani. And we were talking about when you work, that thing of Guti, if you want to get a high value man or a man with who's successful, you need to come into terms with the fact that they never home. And I was like, yeah, man. And I'm thinking, and then the person was like, no, but you never home. And for the first time, I'm like, oh, I fall in that bracket of the guy who leaves Ikseni and comes back Ipsu. Because I saw this on Tuesday, today, tomorrow. Our Saturdays are busy. You have a speaking engagement, and you start realizing, oh snap, we've become those type of people.
But you don't feel it.
I don't feel it when I'm here.
When you're doing stimulating work.
When I'm doing things that I think I'm relatively good at, I think that's when it doesn't feel like craft. But outside of that,
I said to Investec.
I wanted to say something to you. Usa?
I haven't shot this side.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting at Investec some years ago listening to one of the founders of Pastel Software Accounting. I think it's called Sage now. I don't know if his name was Ivan. But he was asked a question around work-life balance. And he said, all of that stuff is bullshit. There's no such thing as work-life balance.
I don't believe in work-life balance as well.
He said, my kids know that dad is at the office. If they want to spend time with me, I want to spend time with them. They must come through and we must chill. This is where I'm at my optimal. This is where I'm at my peak. This is where I'm at my, Vinod Khosla is very old now. I'm not sure if he's Indian, but Indian looking. Because you never know if guys are from Sri Lanka, Pakistan. He's a $1 billionaire. Yeah, we call them Amandi.
Yeah.
Vinod was being interviewed at Stanford and he was asked about meetings and he said he doesn't schedule meetings beyond 15 minutes, 5. And he was asked about work-life balance and he said at some point he was suffering and he got therapy. And what he found is that he needs to book his kids in like all his other meetings. So for example, he might give his child 4 slots of 15 minutes and in that time they go have lunch or they go watch a movie or something. And just like he respects all his other meetings, he's like, I'm in a meeting. So I switch off my phone. If I'm like, I'm in a meeting, what are you doing? I'm with my son. It's like how you, and it feels very robotic, but he said for him, that's what helped him build a beautiful relationship with his kids.
I look at the clients that I handle personally. I used to have like 40 clients and I cut it down now to 15. And it's the only ones that I have genuine relationships to a point where it doesn't feel like work.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's easy for when they need something on a Saturday for me to link up.
Sure.
Or when they say, chimani, now.
And that's you going over and above and beyond in corporate speak.
You see?
Yeah.
But give me, it's such a simple, easy thing because I've handpicked people that speak into all areas of my life. So I wanted to go to this, sorry, before Mbalek. How did you feel about your high school losing? I think they'd won 15 in a row. Amazing season.
Yes.
For them to lose their last game.
Shout out to the NHS Tigers, Newies. A special shout out, man, to the under 15, under 16, under 15 or under 16 fullback.
Oh, under 16.
Was it under 16?
Yeah, scored the try.
Gave me probably the most beautiful try I've seen in all of school rugby in the whole year. Like, I watch a lot of schoolboy rugby, and the try that the Lighty scored was phenomenal. In Newcastle, man, I know someone said his name in my TikTok video in the comments, but the fullback, I'm under 16. What a superb try.
So for context, he steps the whole team from the 50, gets the ball.
He's stepping and sliding. He's stepping and sliding.
He's just, doing one of those. And then when he's going to score a try, he doesn't dive like normal. This kid jumps and then spins.
Spun in the air. It was like a movie.
Like a torpedo.
Like a torpedo.
Like a torpedo, bro.
Yes.
And he's
It looked phenomenal because there was a guy trying to tackle him and
this
my
kid just jumps,
God.
spins. I'm like, I've never seen that in my life.
That try, I think, won them the game.
Yeah, that was a winning
What
try.
position does
So,
he play?
Fullback.
Damn.
Imagine getting the ball from fullback, stepping the whole team, and then scoring that try. We're like, nah, okay.
Too
Under the
crazy.
post. But how did that make you feel? Tell us.
So shout out to NHS Tigers. 15 games unbeaten until the last game, which was Fareham High School, our derby school in Newcastle. A huge shout out to the Fareham High School gents for winning that game. I think they also had a very strong season.
Yeah.
They won almost all of their games as well. So shout out to them. We met up with some of the parents. We took pictures with the lighties. And we've got a very good relationship with a lot of the old gents from Newcastle, regardless of the schools that they went to. Personally, I'm a very weird sports supporter. I'm unlike my brother.
Yeah.
Penson is a sore loser.
How?
This guy hates losing with a passion.
Why would you say so losers? Just say
Because you get sour when you lose.
Yeah, but why don't you say I'm invested in the game?
Okay, you can, whatever.
Yeah, if you invested and the investment doesn't pay off, then you feel bad.
I was really proud of the boys. I think they played at a pace they shouldn't have for that game. I think they did too much for a game of that caliber, especially end of the season. I know they were was it in Drumline? Is it Drumline? Whatever. There's a movie where it's like, let's just do what we do. Like, don't try and complicate it. This is what's been winning us games. I think they tried to do that in that game. But the moment of the game, the caliber of the game, the opposition, and then their own mistakes. Because at the beginning of the game, it looked like they were going to wrap this game up very quickly. They lost. Personally, I didn't mind that they lost. I was just proud of them for the season. And I thought it was good for their character building for the future.
I watch basketball occasionally, and right now it's the NBA final. The Spurs versus the Knicks, New York Knicks. San Antonio Spurs versus New York Knicks. And game 3, so the Knicks were up 2 games. It's a win 4 games. They're up by 2, and then they're playing back at MSG in New York. And Donald Trump came. So a lot of the pundits, when they were speaking pre-game, they were saying the fact that Donald Trump is coming is going to affect the game. So for example, you need Secret Service there, you need this, you need that. They normally have a watch party outside the stadium, MSG, Madison Square Garden. So they normally have watch parties and all these things. But because Trump was there, they had to change the security, the feel, the warm-up, how the guys come in. And the one pundit, Stephen A. Smith, was like, that can change the whole dynamic of the game, and Knicks could lose after winning
2 games
in that series. They had won 13 games in a row.
Okay.
And in that series, they ended up losing it.
After 2 games up.
They are 2 now it's 3-1. But anyway, game 3, then they lost it. Breaking their 13-game winning streak.
Sure.
Do you feel that part of the pressure that the Lighties was having people like you and the old boys there? A lot of us drove from Joburg just to watch, and we know the coaches are phenomenal, but they weren't even in school when we were in school. So
that's how old we are.
Yeah. So I can just imagine the conversations, seeing them before the game, Sbabing Elele and things like that. Do you think that might have had a factor?
Shout out to Bradley, shout out to DJ, shout out to Mini, shout out to Sia.
Mia.
And all the guys involved, man, at the school. And shout out to the headmaster who's leaving this month, Mr. Manuel Govender, who's been there for 18 years. Jeez.
This is my 20-year reunion. 20-year reunion.
Damn, you're old.
Yeah. 20 years. 20 years ago, I was in matric. So if I had a child in matric,
The child will be 20.
the child would be 20 or 19.
They'd be older than the kids that we were watching.
Yeah. 100%. Crazy.
You know, back in the day when we played the derby felt like a movie. Everything was blurry. I had a similar experience when we ran the Comrades Marathon in 2015. By the way, this weekend I think is Comrades Marathon weekend. So I don't know when this will come out, but good luck to all the runners and congrats to whoever's gonna win. The Comrades felt like a movie. It was surreal. The support, the love, the hype around it. Derby Day was like that, and it used to get super full, and everyone's treating you like a super celebrity. You're getting random sponsorships that are popping up that week. Every single person's coming to motivate you. Old boys that you've never heard of. It's a head spin, and the psyching up the whole week, and the spirit, cheers, war cries. It's a lot. I don't know what the boys went through that week, so I can't comment. But what I saw when I was there on the game, and the people that were there and the vibe, it didn't look like they had the same experience that I remember. If they had the same experience, I would fully agree that thing becomes overwhelming and it throws you off your norm.
Well, it's a different experience because you just had school town energy. They have school town social media energy. So, for example, you say, and you get greeted by old boys you don't know. Whereas now, you've got a Penuel, an old boy that you've been following for years, listening to him. So now you get to see the hero.
Sure.
And all of the guys are coming through. So you've known this through social media for a while.
I don't know. It sounds like you're asking a rhetorical question.
No,
I don't know what they've experienced.
No,
and I'm saying if they experienced what you're saying.
I don't have the answer.
No, I'm answering you. You asked,
Okay.
unless you weren't asking.
No. You said you.
I was saying based on if that happened, then 100%. But from what I saw, I don't think they had that. I really think the reason they lost, to be honest, was because they made too many mistakes. And for the type of game it was, I don't think they adjusted their game plan. I think if they didn't make the mistakes, number one, they would have won the game. I think if they adjust. So, for example, I know people weren't watching and we're going into technicalities. There were certain times when they needed to kick the ball. And they were just tipping and playing like from their try line, which is like, don't do that. But I can imagine during the seasons, like, oh, this is what we do.
Yeah.
We tip the ball. We're Fiji, boy. We're Sasha Feinberg Mgomezu.
And we're staying consistent. to
And
who we are.
this is who we are. We're not now we're kicking and doing things we don't know. But it didn't work on the day. So if they had not made the mistakes,
Yeah.
they would have won the game. If they had adjusted their game plan, I think they would have won the game.
Yeah. I mean,
So I wouldn't say it was the hype, but I don't know what they went through.
Yeah, for me, it hurt me, man. It
Because
really.
you're so loser.
No, I was looking for that fairy tale story. Because again, 20 years ago, we lost the derby. Now, 20 years later, we're losing it again. And it was that sometimes you do root for the underdog. And when you look at those two schools and the tension in the town from a racial point and the haves and the have-nots type of situation, you're rooting for them to give you that belief, you can still keep going. And one of the things that you spoke about now in terms of Guti, you're hoping that it's a character building moment. Guti, when I was speaking to the boys, I'm saying, okay, sharp. Sometimes in life, flow. And it's about how you pivot. And I can tell you now, so many of the boys don't recover from that. They really don't. And it's how can we assist those boys to get up quicker? Because they might only get up from that at 24. And there's nothing worse to me than people that are living in that matric state of and nothing else has happened. It's not conversations that happen over a beer. It's literally they still are that same person, and have never gotten up.
The danger now of winning everything.
Yeah, there's
When in life now something goes left, like your girlfriend leaves you, what happens then?
'cause now
at
you
age
feel-
35 with 2 kids,
because now you feel like everything,
you're invincible.
yeah, and you're always gonna find a way to win.
So it's tricky.
Yeah,
Look, I again, huge kudos to both teams. Huge kudos to the boys. I really think they played well. If it weren't for those mistakes, and the game plan change, the boys were not underdogs going into the game.
Yeah.
They were the clear favorites by far.
Yeah.
But the school, Newcastle High School, has been an underdog for a really long time. So wins like that are not so much for the team, but for the whole school, especially. I was one of the first, a handful of us who were the first black rugby players in the first team at Newcastle High. I think I was probably number 3, 4 ever in history. The first one I think was Colin Gunene, if I'm not mistaken. And then Gwafika Usizwe Zondo, Abraham Pele, myself. Very Afrikaans, very white. Then when the governing body changed and the governing body became black and we got a non-white, I know Manuel Governor likes saying he's a black headmaster, a non-white headmaster. There was a lot of doubt with the school and he's been carrying it. You heard it even when we were with him that nothing's changed. There's still this feeling of, well, since you guys are a black school now, so every time they'd win, of which about Toza have beaten Oferum. So at least it's been proven that a black school with a black, so they've ticked that box. No one should doubt. The whole season, where they beating Abo Pioneer, Abo Freight, Abo Alberton High, Abo Sarel. For me, it's like, you guys don't have to prove anything as a team. And it shouldn't be that the derbies now where it's like, oh, we told you Ferrum with the white people is better. It's like, nah. So that's what causes pain for other people to watch and be like, guys, we need as many black victory stories as possible. Forget fucking character building. Forget everything. We just need all the wins we can get.
The way that you articulated, I hope and pray that someone sees it like that. If the boys,
whether they see it or not, we can just hope. This is where like a JP Boys High beats, let me not say Grey College because that team had about Ethan Adams. Let's say they beat a Palchim. JP Boys High, almost fully black team, with the Intwana from all over the country, from Mpumalanga and Abo, you know, and they beating like the cream of South African rugby, Paul Gymnasium or Paul Roos. You're like, black people need those stories. I mean, that's why when the Springboks win, even for black people, it's a story of hope, which, you know, people have written us off. Got a black government, there's corruption. And obviously, it's like, guys, we need the stories of positivity. I'm too old to maybe struggle with the concerns that a loss brings. I've seen the wins, so I'm too comfortable.
And you've adjusted from the loss, so
too much.
You get to see the silver lining.
But I want people to understand that this is why like the wins are so important. But the New East Tigers need to know, bro, that they fucking champions. Because they could have lost all their games, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then beaten Ferrum. For me, I would have been like, I would not have been happy. For me. But maybe for them, it would have been like, but we beat Ferrum.
Because it's just got a different tone. It's almost like beating your derby. It's Barcelona, Real Madrid.
I would rather win the rest of the season.
I would rather them win in life if this was a knock-on. Where they realize, would say, okay, sharp, I can.
They must know that rugby is not life, man.
No, I need to go.
At my age of 40, I can tell you now, we are too invested in school sports and school culture. And we need to change the conversation.
Is it not because of our personalities wanting to pay it forward or teach the next generation? No?
That it's not that important.
No, whatever we have, the little knowledge that we have, castor oil or mshad, we have a desire of educating the next generation. And the reason why we're gravitating to those peoples, because those younger crew tend to still want to learn. Whereas when we speak to some of our peers, they rigid in their...
the peers want to learn as well. No, I'll tell you, the thing is, we didn't have us. That's all that's happening now.
I don't know about all. I'm saying
we didn't have us.
I'm saying,
and we're trying to be us for other kids with the hope that it adds value to their life. We didn't have us. I didn't have a 40-year-old black head boy, as a Newcastle High, who'd come back and be like, boys,
40.
You know what I mean? We didn't have that. So we're just trying to do that with the hope that it'll inspire someone somewhere. And because we were there in the first team hockey, in the band, in the rugby, you're a head boy, and all you're seeing are these old white people. It's nice to have someone that looks like you to come back and be like, hey, boys, we're so proud of
kids,
you. And you hope that in all of that, when they're down and they sour, they're like, hey, gents, hey, to coming to give us big ups. And you hope they see that, because the alternative is we're not there. The alternative is they win the derby, they lose the rest of the games, and you never know what those dynamics look like.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Can I please go? I need to go.
You're the one that keeps talking.
How is it that you are speaking for 5 minutes now?
You kept asking me questions.
Must I call the other person?
Which other person?
I don't think otherwise it was that.
No, I'm happy to shut it down.
Can we shut it down?
Yeah.
Final words, bro?
No final words from me.
Final words?
2 quick things, if possible. Guys, if you don't have a job, please learn how to sell. Go get close to Amachita and Feta, attend stock, at Daisayo, and please go and sell. There's nothing that beats learning the skill of selling. Once you learn how to sell and master selling, you'll never go hungry. Number 2, for anyone who's in the education system or who has the ability, please try and enforce entrepreneurship as an extramural at schools. Treat it like soccer, rugby, cricket, hockey, netball. We need our kids to start learning business as early as possible. That's all from me. Thank you for tuning in.
No, thank you so much. I think I missed the... Sometimes you get like little DM saying pen and pen, you know, because I think a lot of the conversations get lost in the wash. So I wish we did more pen and pen. I like it.
Dankie baie meneer Penson.
Meneer Penuel.
Mooi loop, mooi. Baie dankie.
Dankie.
Baie dankie.
Dankie, meneer. Dankie.
Sien jou môre op meneer producer. Baie dankie vir vandag se episode.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Santanda, my chance out. It's going to be better.